I'm free.
I'm black, we're breaking free tonight. I'm black, I'm black, walking in the light. Melanated, elevated, truth inside. I'm black.
Yeah.
What is up, everyone? It's Crystal and Blanche. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry we're late. We gotta unblack. Me and Blanche was talking for like a good 30 minutes, y'all, because Blanche, I'm upset. I'm upset.
You upset?
I'm upset. Like, y'all, I really am trying to not despise like the way Black people and women celebrate death. Like I'm really I'm trying not to, but Blanche, in the work that we do, we see it all the time, and it's so bothersome. I don't know, man.
You know, I remember there's a series where Piers Morgan did a series, and it was about women that murder.
Yeah, I remember.
And I think I saw another special about women that murder.
It's like Snapped. Remember, it used to be Snapped.
Yeah, kind of like. And so I remember one particular case. The woman, and I'll never forget this. The little girl was causing her problems because she was a single mom. She had a son and a daughter. Daughter was causing her problems. Daughter was like, one of those, intelligent children, but they just didn't get along.
Oh, I know this story. The pool, right?
The pool, yes. And I knew the mother did it. I knew she did it without a shadow of a doubt. When she said that little girl wrote all over her new car on the inside with a permanent marker, loser. The little girl called her a loser. And I just know that sent her over the edge because it was the new car and little girl wrote loser. So little girl knew. And this is what I mean. Sometimes you have a child and these children are the seeds you sown, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this little girl was her nemesis, but it's actually a blessing and a curse at the same time. It's a blessing because you look at this child and you see, okay, what in this child is a reflection of me? And that little girl was a thorn on her side, and so she was neglecting the girl, wouldn't take her to the restroom, bathroom. The girl was peeing in the room, like wasn't cleaning. It was just a very horrific scene when they went to the house and saw the living conditions of the children, but specifically the daughter. But when she went outside and the little boy said she put her hand over her face,
yeah,
I just know she did it. And again, I'm gonna say this. I said it to you a few minutes ago. A woman's nature, when it's not under the authority of a man, it is death, destruction, and damnation. It is literally chaos. It's literally like they'll do anything. They'll literally do anything in a snap of a moment because there's nothing to. She's not submitting to anything, and it's just I don't know. And she went to her job and she said, "I want to kill her." Her coworker testified and said this. That she was very upset and said, "I wanted to kill her." And I knew when that little girl did that with that car. I knew. I said, "Yeah, she did it." I knew.
And it's so funny because she swore up and down that the son was lying because I think the son was like 4.
He was 5. He was 5.
He was
5.
Yeah, he was like 4 or 5, and a 5-year-old knows what they can like. They can recount.
Yeah.
And he said, "I saw my mom put her hands no, I saw my mom hold my sister down in the pool." He said her name. And she still to this day, y'all.
Yeah.
Still this day. Hey fam, what's up, Mima Mac? What's up, Bullets Cause? Chad, Straight Chad, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not already, please hit the like, share, subscribe, hit the like button, you guys. Help us with the algorithms. Y'all, we are going to talk about Carmelo Anthony, but I was today years old when I found out about the whole Lindsay Clancy thing, y'all, and I've been upset all day. 3 days. I mean,
Yeah.
not 3 days. No, not 3 days. 3 kids. 3 kids, y'all. We got to get into that, y'all. But anyway, if you have not already, please like, share, subscribe, y'all. We are going to get into this. Yeah, you said Carmelo's appeal gonna backfire. Oh, for sure. For sure. Jojo Mac, you said, hey Blanche, hey RPG mods in chat. It's what we call it, necromancy. The good die young. YNs have no purpose. Wow. Mm, 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 mm.
You know, RPG, you mentioned that little boy where he said she did it. So he actually drew a picture.
Yeah.
He actually drew the incident, and then he had immediately told his grandparents.
Yep.
So like,
I remember.
so it wasn't, and then it wasn't like he conjured up something. He told his grandparents when they were alone. He said, "Mommy did it."
Yep. Mommy held I guess the sister, whatever the sister's name is,
Yeah,
mommy held her down.
and it was just sad because that woman and the lawyer said something so cold. He said, "Think about this." He said that girl was a certain height. He said all she had to do was stand up.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I remember they said that.
He was like, she had been in that pool many, like, all she would have to do is stand up. He like, that just doesn't make sense that she would drown because she would just stand up.
Yep, I remember that. And y'all, and I mean, children test you. Never once would I ever think to, like, my daughter is rude, y'all. She said to me the other day, Blanche. I said so, like, she was coughing or something, and my kids have allergies, so they got to take their little Zyrtec sometimes. And I'm like, I said, "Where's the Zyrtec?" She said, "I don't know. You're the mom." I be wanting to fight her. I be wanting to fight her. But like you said, TD Jake says this, you only reproduce what you are. You cannot reproduce what you want to be. And I'm like, that is me. And so when you sitting here, your kids are giving you the business, you gotta really be like, okay, that's me.
Yeah. And I think the woman that did that with her daughter, I think the daughter was like her. And I think that was the issue, is that it was a spitting image of her and she couldn't take it. And, you know, and also I noticed by women too. Imagine her saying, I didn't do it because I wasn't in my right mind when it happened. Because this is what they'll say, I wasn't in my right mind. It was depression. So it wasn't really me that did it. It was
She
somebody else.
probably would have got off.
If that little boy hadn't said something, she definitely would have got off. Who would have questioned it? Think about a child is dead in a pool. It wouldn't even be a question.
Women have realized that it's case studies. So that young lady didn't get off because she didn't just admit to being crazy. So when women are like, okay, that doesn't work, so now let me just say, oh, I'm sorry, I was crazy, I did it, I had postpartum, even though your kids is like, them kids is like 17 years old. No, I'm just joking, I'm exaggerating, but them kids I think are like 6, 5 and 6. They were
Yeah.
in school.
And I think one was 8 months. Was one of 8 months?
Something like that.
Let me look at
Hey
y'all.
y'all, what's up, Miss Goldie? What's up, Candy Denise? Carmelo's appeal. Yeah, okay, I already read that. What's up, Black Guy 9? We unblacking. How old are them kids? The Clancy case.
3, 5, 3, 8 months.
Oh man. Sheesh.
Oh, she pled. Okay, she pled not guilty. Okay. So yeah. So women want and we talked about this. Women want to be able, because you think about it, that this represents accountability.
Oh yeah.
So women are thinking, and I always say this, women are always putting themselves in the position of something that's wrong. So they always say, how, if I was in this situation, should I be punished? This is what, you make the husband to be the bad guy. You make her life so miserable. You say she's on prescription drugs. You say all of these things, and the ultimate goal is for her to get off. I want you to keep in mind that folks don't want her to be punished. They want her to go away scot free.
Which is insane to me. And women are standing outside in solidarity to a woman who unalived 3 of her small children. And y'all can say whatever y'all want to. I'm telling you, I don't particularly believe in postpartum depression. I really don't. And I know, oh, well, you haven't gone through it and blah blah, whatever. What I'm telling you is there is something that changes in you when you become a mom, that it's like a chemical um transaction that happens when you become a mom, that you would literally give your life up for those little people. So if you're saying that that didn't work for you, there has to be some kind of reason. And it ain't depression. It's, me and Blanche were just talking, like, you want a different life. You want
Yeah.
another life. You don't want to accept the duty and the call of what you've been. I mean, that's the reason why women have abortions. You don't want to accept
Yeah.
the responsibility of what you've been called to be.
I call postpartum depression buyer's remorse. Um,
That's
I, I,
exactly
think,
what it is.
I think oftentimes women think that something's going to make them happy. And when it doesn't, they become resentful. It's almost like, I expected for this. Okay, I got married. That didn't make me happy. Oh, no, I got proposed to. That didn't really make me happy. I got married. That didn't make me happy. I have my dream life. He's working, making all this money, live a great life. That didn't make me happy. Can I have these children? That didn't make me happy. So what's the next course of action? If you realize that none of this stuff made you happy, then in your mind, you're thinking, okay, I'm gonna never be happy again in life. That may cause me to take a drastic approach. And to me, when they say postpartum, that's what it is. It's like I regret this decision because this decision didn't yield what I wanted to yield, which is ultimately me being happy. So when I hear
Oh,
women say
man.
that, so when I hear women say that, I always question it because I'm like, it's just too convenient for you to get married and have children. All of a sudden now it's not what you wanted. Like, I mean, it's just, it's crazy.
Yeah, like ain't no baby making you depressed. And oh well, it's Crystal, it's chemical. Say whatever you want. Say whatever you want. I believe like what Blanche said is buyer's remorse. There's no way that God would give you um these human beings and let you grow them and then give you some kind of chemical imbalance that you want to now murder them.
Right.
It's
Just
crazy.
just as you said, they kill the kids because the kids take away their attention, take the attention away, and it's true.
It's true.
You got to think about, and we don't want to talk about this, but we got to talk about it a little bit. I've talked about how a woman's nature was always meant to be under the authority of a man. A woman's nature was never meant for her to be out in this world. Like a woman went from her father to her husband back. There was never a period where a woman was supposed to go out into this world and be on her own to do what she wants to do, because most oftentimes they're going to make very bad decisions. And you know, these women still want, especially with social media now, especially with access to more men now, it's almost like it's a carrot in their face constantly. When,
Mhm.
in this world where they have access to see all these things, it's just like married life can be boring very quickly when you're on social media all day. Your children can become very insignificant when you're on social media all day. Your husband now all of a sudden now can be devalued because you're on social media all day. So to me, a lot of this is what we're seeing is that these women, again, get the man a certain way, right? They get him. I don't want to say they trick him, but they get him.
Mhm.
And when they get him, it was to get this life. But then when they get the life, they still not happy.
Yeah.
So what do you do now? I done got this guy. I got everything I wanted. I'm still not happy. What, like you said, how can I get a reset? How can I
Mm.
start a new life? Oh, I got it. Get rid of these children.
Y'all, I would not be surprised. I was telling Blanche, I would not be surprised that if it came out kind of like that we were talking about the American Monster story, Chris Watts, and how it came out that he wanted to start a new life. He had a girlfriend and he can't start a new life when he have a wife and a kid.
Or even to be appealing to a woman that doesn't have any children and you have an ex-wife and 2 children.
Yeah.
So your date, and I tell people about your dating market value changes when you're divorced with the children. Like, so this Lindsay woman, Lindsay Clancy, think about if she really wanted to go to your theory. Think about if she wanted to start over with a man. Imagine her having 3 children and being a single mom. It's going to be very difficult to date the type of guy that she wants to date. Now, she can get a guy, but she won't respect that guy that will marry her under those conditions. She wants the quote unquote best guy she can pick. And the best guy she can pick is not going to want a woman with 3 children. He's not going to want it. And so, if your theory is correct, it would make sense to hit the reset button and start over.
That's what people want to do. I mean, like in these types of situations, that is exactly what they're trying to do. And the husband was just like, if you guys didn't get a chance to read the testimony or watch the testimony, the husband was saying she was depressed, so she was asking him to go sleep in the basement because she sleeps better. Like, first of all, you guys, if you're depressed or you are not sleeping, the first thing you want to do is cuddle up. Like, if you love and respect that person. And then he said, well, I slept in the basement for like 2 days, and then she went in the basement, and then I stayed upstairs. So they were already kind of sleeping apart. She was her outside of her testimony or her saying that she wanted to unalive her babies. She was acting really normal, Blanche. Like she was taking the kids to the doctor's office, sending pictures. Like she was doing all the things that you do, not when you're depressed. She checks herself into a hospital ward because I believe because she knows you have to do that. Y'all got to remember, she is a nurse. She knows how this game go. If I really want to convince them, I have to do all these things. And she checks herself into like a hospital ward in like December. She then later unalives them in January. It's the saddest thing um of how she unalives them. Like you said, Blanche, like even if she strangled one of them, you go and you strangle all three. You know how hard it is to strangle somebody, first of all.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't really been following the case. I've just been, hearing the controversy around women supporting this woman. But last night, I had 2 guys arguing over the case. One guy saying that the husband did it and set her up, and the other guy saying she did it because she admitted that she did it. I just think that when we go back to a woman's nature was never meant to be out here wild and free. It was always meant to be under the guidance of a man. And so even though she was married to a husband, he didn't run the household. And I tell men this all the time, that if your woman is, doing these things, you got to sleep in the basement, all that stuff, it's really time to go.
Yeah.
Because it's only going to progress to get worse. Like, she's not going to do this to you and just keep it status quo. No, she's going to up the ante each time. So think about it. She told him to go down to the basement. He did it. Then she went down there. Now he got to go back upstairs. It's just this constant game where ultimately her goal becomes to destroy you as a man. And I believe she wanted to destroy him, get rid of the children, and start a new life. It's usually what they do. They want to start over. Nobody wants to talk about what women are capable of. They don't want to talk about an RPG. They never want to sit down and say, okay, what could a woman do? And I understand why, because if you do that, it destroys this entire system, because it makes men not be fools anymore. It would drive the marriage rate down. It would drive consumption down. Men wouldn't be spending money on all this stuff. Like it would change the entire landscape of our society if Truth About Women was actually exposed to the public. And this case actually does that, because women are saying they want her to get off. And I was like, how do y'all want her to get off? I mean, I understand you may say, okay, she was under something, she may have snapped, whatever, but you want her to get off? Like,
how does she want herself to get off? That's the question. How does she want herself? You kill your kids, I will be on suicide watch every day.
Right. Right. She should want to not fight this case, right?
No.
It shouldn't have been a trial. Think about it. She said, I did it. There shouldn't be a trial, because you should want your punishment. If you truly are remorseful, like you said earlier, if you truly are remorseful, you should want the punishment.
Yeah, Naomi Brown, you said life in prison. I want the death penalty for people like this. I do. We got to stop it, y'all. We showed y'all. Okay, so y'all, we just showed y'all a couple of weeks ago of that black chick, the Bliggity, that unalived her 2 kids and shot her husband, and she got off. It's on you get more of what you reward, okay? And these women are going to continue to do this in the name of psychosis, depression, whatever, and children are dying. I want the death penalty for these type women. Period. No questions asked. A life for a life. No mercy.
The black woman, she was in front of the judge, though. The judge said, I don't believe she would do this. So they literally made up COVID psychosis so this woman could get off. She killed 2 children and shot her husband, and they literally, or she stabbed her husband.
Yeah.
But
stabbed your kids, yeah.
Yes, but they made up something so that she could get off. Keep in mind, he was cheating, so she was upset.
Oh no, allegedly. She made it up in her mind, remember?
Allegedly, he was cheating. Allegedly. She needed an excuse to go crazy.
So look, Justice Juice said the same thing you said, Blanche. She faking that paralysis.
Justice Juice, I said it. I said, man, this chick is not paralyzed, man. I said the same thing. I said, she is not paralyzed. I don't believe it. There's something about it. I'm like, well, how did she become paralyzed? There was like spinal cord damage that's permanent. I'm like, what? No, I said something ain't no.
And now that we see with the Karmelo Anthony case is that they can strike things from they don't tell you everything. They do not tell you everything. Somebody said, yes, Chris Benoit, not one person supported, or yes, maybe that's Chris Watts, what y'all were talking about.
No. He's talking about Chris Benoit, who supposedly had roid rage and killed his wife, his child, and himself.
Oh my God.
He's a famous wrestler, Chris Benoit.
Oh no.
But Chris Watts too, though. Chris Watts too. I mean,
he wanted to start over, killed his kids, and not a single person felt bad or anything, Blanche. Nobody. They called him American Monster. And with women, when they kill, it's always snapped. No, you're a murderer.
Now let me ask you a question. This is my theory. The reason why Chris Watts was so hated was because the underlying message was that his wife was, and in my mind, she's popular, she's a boss chick, she's
Shanann, right? It was like Shanann.
Yeah, she's making moves. people like her. She's doing this. So it's kind of like, how dare you stop her from being a boss chick? Like it was almost like, how dare you clip her wings? You know. So I believe he didn't get any support mainly because of the image that she had online versus him. And it's kind of like he was really just hating on her. Like he was like he didn't want her. And then they didn't care about the cheating. They cared about the fact that you clip Shanann's wings. You put that bird, out of her misery. And so I just feel like when women look at these cases, the viewpoint is, and even in this case, her husband was keeping her from being happy. So all bets are off then. This is, and people don't talk about this. This is how women, I tell people, women don't view things to say, this is wrong, this is right. That's not how they do it. They look to see, if I was in a situation like this, what would I do? What would I want?
But if you hear his testimony, the chick had a babysitter, chick had a nanny, chick didn't need to work. The two of the kids went to school. He worked from home, so he was in the basement, like helping her. He would take one of the kids while she took two of the kids, or like he was like, oh yeah, we would. So they were exchanging pictures. Like she took one of the kids to the doctor and he took one of the kids. Like, so you can't win, men. And that's why women like her need to be under the jail. Under the jail, meaning 6 feet under.
Yeah.
Because we can't have this, y'all. We can't have a society where women or anybody is getting away with murder. And that's what this is. I don't care. You call it psychosis, whatever you want to. If you murder, you go to jail. Think about it. Think about it. Even that Halle Berry movie, Monsters Ball, when she murdered her husband.
I never saw it. Oh, she did?
You remember the one that she first got the Oscar for? It was like,
yeah, with Billy Bob Thornton, right?
yes, she murdered, and it can't. They let her off because she snapped, and she found out that her husband was raping little girls, and so she got to snap, and she
Okay.
got to kill him. Y'all, you can't kill people. I mean, regardless of what you think about them, unless he's raping you, you can't just walk around and take justice and take matters into your own hands without the consequences of it. So for instance, let me make sure I clarify. If someone, God forbid, attacks my children and I go kill them, I have to go to jail.
Prison.
Now, I would pray for leniency and I would say, sorry, I throw myself at the mercy of the court. But you don't get to just say, oh, you don't get a punishment. We can't have a functioning society like that.
And that's what they're asking for. They're asking, this is my thing, right? They're asking for no punishment. And again, I'm gonna say this again. Women will put themselves in the situation and ask, what would I want to happen if it was me? And so all these women supporting her, what they're really supporting is truly her having a new life. That's really what they're fighting for, is a second chance. Because I mentioned the movie Flowers in the Attic, where the mom was divorced. I don't know if the husband passed away or got divorced or what happened. Anyway, she was left with 4 children. She goes back to stay with her rich parents or rich mother, whoever. And basically the mother tells her, you can get remarried to this guy, but he doesn't want any children. And you have 4. So they devise a plan where they're going to essentially starve her children to death and poison them. So basically you starve the children and then feed them poison. And I don't want to spoil the movie for you all. It's a great movie. It's called Flowers in the Attic. But in my opinion, a lot of women think this way because they don't actually see right is right, is wrong, if that makes sense. They always see it situationally. And so in this situation, you can't tell me that this woman was that out of her mind to where she killed 3 children in a row. Do you know how I can't, if you say maybe one, she snapped, I get it.
I can't even see one,
Okay,
Blanche.
well, not even one, but I'm just saying there's an argument if you say she snapped and killed one child and then she realized what she did and tried to kill herself. But to kill all 3 children and send the husband off to do it is insane. And we can't.
You'll go again. I mean, the Bible says that we'll go against our natural desires. Let's take a look at you want to see the clip of I think Nick Fuentes likes.
I got a few clips though. I got them that you have.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Which
Yeah.
one you play? Nick Fuentes one?
Oh yeah. And the reason why, y'all, is because Candace Owens, y'all, I can't dislike her enough. Like I really do not like her, Blanche. She is saying that this woman is not guilty because of the drug company.
Let's play her clip, and then so we can get context in Nick Fuentes' video.
Girl Corinne writes, I know you're busy, but I'd love to know your thoughts on the Lindsay Clancy case in Massachusetts. I made my thoughts clear on this the moment that she was arrested, the moment that it made the news. Lindsay Clancy is obviously not guilty. There are a fleet of doctors who should be imprisoned for what they put her on. I regularly speak out against Big Pharma. They get away with murder all the time. And in this case, they are getting away with the murder of really her 3 children, but also completely destroyed her life. When Lindsay Clancy, in my opinion, is not guilty. She was put into an intentional psychosis when she probably just needed to give her kids away for a weekend to get better, but they constantly give you these drugs that do not make things better.
First of all, when you have a platform like Candace, you remember she needed to know the charges about, about Charlie. The prosecution literally said that the bottles were full because Lindsay Clancy was not taking this medicine. But she knew she needed to say she was taking this medicine. She was a nurse, y'all. She was a nurse.
So I want to play this again, and I'm gonna pause it through, but for some reason I'm not able to.
Make it bigger, or
No, I can't control it. I can display it on here, but I can't control the. Let me see if I can do it. I'm gonna put it up again.
okay. Oh, because it's Instagram. On Instagram, you can't do it. You just gotta stop it.
No. Yeah, I mean, but I'm saying on here I can't like when the video plays, it won't stay up, or I can restart it. If that makes sense.
Hold on. Well, let me try.
Girl Corinne writes, I know you're busy, but I'd love.
Here we go. Okay, now let's do it like this.
Okay.
So I want you to listen to what Candace Owens says. Listen to the wording that she uses. This is very key because this is what happens. So if you listen to women talking, you can hear what they're actually defending.
She's defending.
Girl Corinne writes,
Huh?
She's defending Kanye. She be on Kanye's Johnson.
Your girl Corinne writes, I know you're busy, but I'd love to know your thoughts on the Lindsay Clancy case in Massachusetts. I made my thoughts clear on this the moment that she was arrested, the moment that it made the news. Lindsay Clancy is obviously not guilty. There are a fleet of doctors who should be imprisoned for what they put her on. I regularly speak out against Big Pharma. They get away with murder all the time. And in this case, they are getting away with the murder of really her 3 children, but also completely destroyed her life. When Lindsay Clancy.
So this is what she said. She said it was obvious when she got arrested. Now, not obvious with, all the evidence, not obvious with, the trial, not obvious with the case, not obvious when she got arrested. So you don't know this woman, you don't know her husband, you don't know her situation. It was obvious when she got arrested. Again, I say this, because women put themselves in the position of the woman. So she's thinking, well, if I had postpartum and I was taking prescription drugs, then clearly it couldn't be my fault. She literally said that Big Pharma killed these children. Think about this. Big Pharma did it, but the woman herself said that she did it. She didn't say Big Pharma made me do it. She said I did it. She admitted that she did it. So I just think it's funny that she said her life was ruined. Not her husband's life was ruined. Not her family's life was ruined. Not his family's life was ruined. Not the community's life, but her life was ruined.
I can't even imagine.
Huh?
I can't even imagine that a mother, a wife is saying that they can defend someone and it's the drug. It's always somebody else's fault. That woman wanted to start her life over and the kids were inconvenient. That's all I'm telling you, Blanche. You hit the nail on the head when you said all postpartum is poor postpartum is buyer's remorse. Oh, I thought I was going to be happy, and it turns out nobody's paying attention to me the way I thought I was, and I thought that the baby was going to make my life better. I thought that the husband was going to love me more. I just thought I was going to be more important. So now let me get rid of the kid that I had. And this woman, I cannot stand Candace Owens. And I liked her better when she was a conservative because she's nothing conservative about this girl.
She's just a contrarian. She just goes against anything that she's a contrarian to be controversial. Just to
She's black. She's a black female.
right. And then she keeps having, and I say this too, she keeps having children because it's like a shield. It's like an image. You know, I'm a mother, so she can always say I'm. Even when Andrew Wilson, she's like, I'm pregnant. I can't travel. This is all just little slick ways. These women have children as a buffer.
Mm.
It is a way to shield from accountability. At the end of the day, I'm a mom. I have children. So when she gives these takes, you can't say she don't care about her kids because she has them and she loves them and she's having children and she loves her husband. Like all this stuff is captured me because I'm saying this because I know when it's real, when you marry that man and take his last name. I don't care about your brand. Just like when Kim Kardashian married Kanye West. If it ain't Kim West, then it ain't real. So anyway, but I just wanted to highlight that she said her life is ruined, as if everybody else's lives aren't ruined in this whole thing.
Exactly. And you ruined her own life. She requested the drugs, remember? And like I said, they said she only took like 7 days worth of the drugs. Like she wasn't even on the drugs. And she spoke to the husband while she was doing the deed. He called her and he said she sounded like she was busy, but I asked her what exactly. I mean, just like typical husband, he was in the drugstore and he called to say, "Hey, can you, it doesn't have the laxative that we're looking for." And he said she sounded like she was in the middle of something like busy.
Let me finish playing this real quick.
See, in my opinion, is not guilty. She was put into an intentional psychosis when she probably just needed to give her kids away for a weekend.
Another thing right here. She was put in an intentional psychosis. She's not guilty. And probably all she needed to do was give her children away for a weekend. Again, what she's telling you is what a lot of women face. It's buyer's remorse. It's not postpartum. It's I thought I was going to be happy and I'm not. And you got to think about attention. Women's number one drive for attention is from a man.
Yeah.
And it's sexual. It's not, she's a great mom. She's a great worker. No, women want attention from men. So when they get married, and they have children, that starts to go down, because when guys look at them, there's a different look a man gives you when you're a mother versus when you're a woman that's on the market or that he wants to sleep with. So what she said was, again, give the children away for a week because you want to do what? Feel like a woman again? You want to go out? What does that week entail?
Exactly, you're right. And it's Cap. So Candace, like you said to Andrew, you need to know the facts of the case before you weigh in on it. She had a nanny. The man was paying for a nanny where the nanny took care of the house. He said he had the nanny, I think, was like 20 hours a week or something. So no. The girl, the Clancy woman, only had to work like 20 hours a week if she wanted to. He was like, I was totally prepared for her to not work. Whatever she wanted to do for her to be better. She did not want her life anymore.
She didn't. And Justice Juice says, I think that the depression is real chemically, but Lindsay had all the help in the world. Yeah, but so yes, she may have been depressed. Many women are, but it's the reason why she was depressed. She's not depressed because it's overwhelming raising these children. She's not depressed because this life is just too hard. She's depressed because she has buyer's remorse. She thought that doing all of this was going to fill a void that it couldn't. And then she married a guy who she does not respect.
Yeah.
This is another part of the torture. So when women marry men they don't respect, it's going to make you depressed because you're going to feel trapped. I want those guys out there, but I married this guy right here. And then the guy that you married, the more he does for you, the more you hate him. So the more he gets the nanny, the more he pays for everything, the more he goes to the basement, the more he concedes to her demands, the more she hates him. So now she's figuring out, how in the world can I get rid of this dude? This, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get rid of these kids.
I'm not I'm laughing at he said the more he goes to the basement. Y'all, don't go to the basement. If your wife have you going to the basement, you need to leave and go over to Shorty's house. Don't let her do that to you. Because I'm telling you, it's all downhill. And Justice Juice, I do believe that people can be chemically depressed. I mean, seriously, there's an imbalance. You're medicated or whatever. While that happened to you, you still have to be punished for your crime. When a person is drunken and they get in the car and drive, they are chemically imbalanced. They still go to jail. If I'm high and I abuse some kids, like a man sexually abuses a girl, or you still go to jail for what you did.
Right.
That's just what I believe. Someone said, "Who is she to tell an adult to go?" I know, Justice Jude. She was off the chain. She wanted. She didn't want her husband anymore.
But he did it though.
Yeah.
So I can't listen. I can't get mad at her because she testing the waters. Yeah, go to the basement. If he's dumb enough to do it, I just have my side chick come pick me up from the house.
Oh, she didn't say which basement.
Yeah, you know what I'm
saying?
Look, she tripping. Come get me. Look, you got the whole house to yourself.
Bye.
But somebody said, why didn't she just leave? The reason why women don't want to just leave, because they have to be the victim. So if she just leaves, she's the bad person. If she just leaves, she leaves the man with she's the bad guy now. So that she has to, and just like it's always some BS because it's always framed as she's the victim. So Candace says that she's not guilty of murder because, and the result of all of this is her life is ruined. Her life is ruined. I'm just telling you all what women do. And especially women that are not under the authority of a man. Candace's husband ain't checking her at all. He's just not.
Candace
Because
is disgusting.
listen,
It's not like Candace said, I feel sorry for her.
right,
Candace
right.
said she is not guilty and Big Pharma is. Like, how stupid can you be?
Larpy for Cash said the Canaanite in her DNA came out.
Yeah. 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 That's exactly what she is.
But I'm gonna say this, and I'm with you. It is disgusting because I know who Candace is appealing to, and she's appealing to her demographic, and her demographic is a bunch of really unhappily married boss chick wannabe house moms that really hate their life, married the guy that was probably plan D or E. Um,
And
I just know her demographic. Her demographic is the unhappy housewife, and
she keeps like trying to glamorize, oh, I'm having kids and I'm homeschooling and I'm doing all this. I'm such a great mom, as you sit there and advocate for her being free after she murdered like 3 of her kids. Yes, Candace is preggo again. So 5 kids by that white boy. And she can continue to do that because she doesn't have to worry about costs. She can still maintain her lifestyle. And she wants us all to believe that she's homeschooling her kids.
she got that woman. I guarantee Candace Owens has at least 2 nannies. At least 2.
Well, they're assistants, Blanche. They're not nannies.
Okay. Okay.
Exactly.
Somebody said he knew she was crazy from day one. Yes, he did know. And this is where it's on the doctor because again, when I saw his picture, I was like, oh, he was playing B. You see, listen, fellas, when a woman is out there and she wants to get married, she's already factoring in plan B. So she's already factoring in the guy that she knows is going to take her no matter what she does. That's already her, what they call her trump card. And so I guarantee this, a Lindsay Clancy chick was out there, dated a few guys. Those guys are like, I'm not committing. I'm not going to marry you. And then she went to the doctor who's a dweeb, and then she got him and she knew she could run him. And so, and we know this because he went to the basement.
Yeah.
If my wife tells me that I can't sleep in my bed, it's going to be it's over because I'm gonna just have my it's over.
Yeah.
I'm disrespectful, so it's over.
Yeah.
It's too much.
And I feel so bad for him because as he's telling the story, like he's like broken because he tried to give her everything. He's like an IT guy, like, and I mean the internet is blaming him,
Yeah.
Lance. The internet is blaming him. That's crazy. What?
Hold on, let me see. Hold on.
To get better, but they constantly give you these drugs that do not make things better.
So notice her solution was that all she had to do was give her children up for a week and go have a nice week off. Now she's saying that they were supposed to give her something to make her better. So was it just needed a week or was something really wrong with her? Again, what women do is they put themselves in a situation and they say, if this was me, what would I want to happen? I would want to be a hero. Think about it. I'd want to be a hero and get off and have the husband be blamed. So think about it. The husband is the true victim. He's actually the victim.
The babies are the victim.
The children, I can't even, because they're already gone. So it's just, and thank God, honestly, it's actually mercy. Because imagine, because I feel like the older we've gotten, the more extreme she would have gotten. So it could have been a lot worse than Jim, But just imagine the husband, though, he lost 3 children and his wife, like in one day. Like it's over. He lost everything in one day, and he's being blamed for it. So I lose everything, and I get blamed.
It's so messed up, y'all. Oh God, Candace is disgusting for this, and you know who gonna call her out. You know who's gonna call her out.
Oh yeah, got it right
You
here.
gotta play that clip.
Got it right here, ready to go.
Y'all leave it to.
This is her nemesis. This is her nemesis right here.
He ready for her. He
This
always
is
ready for her.
this is her nemesis.
I
This
see
nigga-
Candace. She says, obviously she's not guilty. It's big pharma. It's big pharma. Have you lost your fucking mind? I literally cannot even imagine. There are stories of mothers who will lift up a wreckage of a car to save their children trapped underneath. Women will die. Mothers will die for their children. They'll kill to avenge their murdered children. And this psycho holds down her 3 babies, strangles them to death. You're a mother yourself, you sick. You're a mother yourself. What is wrong with you? And she says, obviously she's not guilty. It was big pharma. Candace, come back to reality. Come back to God. Come back to earth. What is the matter with you? Could you imagine, and I'm sure for some people, sadly, it doesn't even require any imagination. Imagine if you're a guy and your wife is on TikTok sympathizing with this sicko. And I've seen it. I've seen TikToks of women holding their own children in their arms and saying, we need justice for Lindsay Clancy. Imagine that's your wife. Imagine that's the mother of your children. If I had a family, if that was my wife, I would have her 5150'd immediately.
Yep.
I would take the children and I'd bring them to my parents' house. And I'd say, you stay the fuck away from me and my kids and my family. Imagine your wife, the mother of your children, is on TikTok posting. And listen, I know on some level, maybe that's harmless. Women will do and say anything for attention, no matter how disgusting and vile it is. They'll post that to signal something socially, solidarity, empathy with women, you know. But it's like, could you imagine? Your children are being held in the arms of their mother while she's filming herself on TikTok saying, I stand in solidarity with this other mother that murdered her 3 kids. How could there be any tolerance for something like this? And this is a moment when people of conscience, this is a moment when anybody that has any semblance of integrity and of a conscience has to stand up and call it out and say, this is wrong.
Yeah.
This is evil. Sometimes there are gray areas. Sometimes it's a tough call. This is not one of those times. This is as black and white as it gets. Mother holds down her 3 babies and strangles them to death, jumps out of a window, and you say, give this woman $1 million? She's the victim of the system? You're going to show up in solidarity with this person? You may believe clearly she's psychotic. That doesn't mean you sympathize with her.
I've got to mention about that. They raised $1 million for her.
These
They
people
raised $1 million for her.
sick.
They raised $1 million after this woman killed her 3 children. But I'm telling you, if women were honest and you asked them, if you could start over and have your dream life, would you sacrifice the children? Now, of course, they wouldn't say it in public, but in these women's mind, all of them are thinking this would be a small price to pay to start over.
Never. Like I can't, and like he said, like if you are watching your child's mother sympathize, empathize, feel sorry for this girl, you need to take your freaking child. Your child is not safe at all. me and my husband were talking about it. If your wife is on SSRIs, you need to watch your kid. And I think it's like 40% of women are now on SSRIs. What is that saying? You're depressed. You don't have the life that you want. Deal with it. Or go get the whole pursuit of happiness. Your number. She was like, I'm not happy. He said, go get happy. Go get happy. But you don't get to murder your children on your journey to happiness, whatever that looks like. Blanche, nobody has the life that they want. Have you ever considered that your husband don't have the wife that he wants?
Oh no. You got to remember, it's charity work what she did. She picked the guy that didn't really qualify for her. I'm just telling you, this is how
women think.
This is how they think. And I mean, you got to think about this too. Imagine a woman with buyer's remorse and she's on social media all day. So it'd be different if she's on a farm somewhere where you got to focus on you have things you got to do on the farm and raise the children. But when you're scrolling all day and you're looking at somebody else's life and you want that life and you're like, you look over you, I got these children, I got this guy, I can't do what I want to do. Listen, it's a tough pill. This is why I say that men have to know about a woman's nature. The reason why Nick Fuentes is so sober when it comes to women is because he's a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't have he hasn't been manipulated. He hasn't experienced none of that stuff. So he sees women objectively because he's so far away from them. But most guys, even the guy that she married, guys want access to the sex. They want the vagina. And so it'll make a man, even though that guy got with her, she had red flags. Think about it. Your woman's going to the gym, you're not. That's a red flag.
Mm. Mm.
Your wife going to the gym and you don't go to the gym is a red flag. Your wife wanting to be out in this world without you is a red flag.
Yeah.
Your wife saying that she's depressed and you're paying for everything and she has a nanny, that's a red flag.
It is. It is.
Because it's one thing to have moments where you are not happy, but you being unhappy should not be linked to your life. Meaning, I'm unhappy because I wanted to enter this painting in an art gallery. They rejected it. I'm unhappy because I had a fitness goal I didn't meet. I'm unhappy because of something that's circumstantial. But when you're unhappy with your life, that's something different. That's buyer's remorse. And these women are happy with their life. So, yeah, she killed those children. Like you said, and I agree with you. She had an ideal life in mind, and it's with a guy, and that guy's not going to want her to have 3 children. And it's just that simple.
I would not be surprised that if it comes out. I mean, think about it. The prototypical woman that kills themselves doesn't look like her, doesn't sound like her. She's highly successful. She works out. She wanted a different life, and I would not be surprised if she wasn't cheating, and she fell in love with someone and can't build no life with the 3 kids.
LARPing for Cash said, I don't know, Black. I think she was just insane. I'm going to tell you this right now. The more I learn about women are not insane. They are very calculated, very methodical. This woman had this all planned out. Don't think she just woke up one day and said, I'm going to do this. This was well planned out, well thought out, day in, day out. She was planning this. And this is how women operate. You think it's a spur of the moment action, but rewind the tape back 6 months. Rewind it back a year. Rewind it back I believe that most women today get married with an escape plan in hand already. They literally get married with an exit strategy in place because they already know the guy. So they say, okay, he's like this. I can do this and do this and do that to get out of this thing and get out, scot-free. Who's the woman that's divorcing the guy and she rejected $750 million?
I don't know that story.
It's a woman, it's a billionaire. He's divorcing his wife now. He offered her $750 million. She rejected it.
Crazy. She want
She
more.
rejected $750 million.
She want more. And it was calculated. I was telling Blanche that they were showing where she had Google mapped or maps the amount of time that he would be out. She asked him, she said, "Hey babe, do you want to eat out? Because I don't want to cook today." So she had Google mapped how long it was going to take him to go to the pharmacy and the restaurant. Like, y'all, we already told y'all that you can't commit crimes anymore. Like, I mean,
Oh yeah, them days over.
can't. You just can't. So I'm hoping that she is. Somebody said Jeff Bezos. Was it Jeff Bezos? Was it Jeff Bezos?
No, where's Jeff Bezos?
I
This
was
guy.
gonna say, you would have known if it was Jeff Bezos.
No. She got some billions.
Oh.
No, his ex-wife got billions. This woman, her name is Laura Overdeck, and she is a wife. This guy, 2 Sigma, co-founder John Overdeck. And anyway, he offered her, it was reported, between 633 million and 735 million, but she instead demanded 6.2 billion.
She's a fool.
But guess what though? Women will say she deserves 6.2 billion because they're going to say, well, she helped him get that. She was married to him. She'll get support for this.
Yeah, and I'm not going to support. And women like Black people support each other in their poor and bad behavior. Candace Owens should be ashamed of herself. She should be ashamed of herself being a mother of 4 with a 5th on the way, sitting here clapping and applauding and saying someone is not guilty for literally strangling the 3 kids.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I guess her maiden name is Nee Belado.
Who?
Laura Overdeck. Her maiden
okay.
name is Belado. Yeah, but yeah, you hit the nail on the head too, RPG. Black people behave like women because Black women run a Black community. So there's an effeminate spirit over Black people. So Black people process everything through the lens of a woman, whether it's Black men, Black women, couples, it doesn't matter. The pervasive spirit in the Black community is a feminine spirit. And so everything is processed from almost like a victim / child's like position where I can't be held responsible for anything. I'm not accountable. People are picking on me. I'm being done wrong. It's just this whole, and so Black people sympathize with a lot of degradation because of that. You are 1,000% correct.
Yeah. I mean, which kind of brings us to the whole Karmelo Anthony thing. Like, y'all, why are we still talking about this? What's Kaylee Ehrman? You said Kaylee Ehrman? Oh no.
Hold on. Can I play one more video? Because
Sure.
somebody made a comment and said,
Sure.
I didn't see any Black women supporting this.
Yes.
I just wanted to show you all.
Okay, yeah. It's Black women. Hold on. Sorry, here we go.
A Black man, you know what? It don't even matter that it's a Black man. It's a little bit more disappointing that it's a Black man, but a man got on TikTok and told Black women not to take up arms for a white woman facing trial for her kids due to postpartum fill in the blank. That type of struggle ain't got no color. And we damn sure ain't listening to no man telling us what to care about.
I just wanted to play that part. So
Oh yeah. The Bliggities is supporting her.
they supporting her. And again, they're supporting her because the evil white man was holding her back. You know.
There was this black lady who had left her kids in a car and they had died because of the heat.
Mm.
And I remember they couldn't even lift her up. She was crying so bad. She couldn't even she couldn't even talk. She was sick to death because of it. To me, that's the way that this lady, if she's just not. I wouldn't even want no trial. Like, don't put me on trial. Just give me the death penalty. Seriously. And she wants somebody to feel sorry for her, and black women are coming to her defense.
And honestly, if like you said, if you were truly remorseful, you would say, I'll throw myself on the mercy of the court.
Yeah.
I don't have a defense. I'm not going to waste y'all money, y'all taxpayer dollars. I throw myself on the mercy of the court. I accept whatever punishment y'all give me. That to me is true remorse.
Yeah. But y'all, I'm serious. We got to stop this. This is getting out of hand. We already saw that the what's her name? Precious Bland got off for killing her 2 kids. And now it's just going to continue to happen. You're going to get more of what you reward and what you don't punish. And people are going to kill their kids in the name of COVID. So this one, you remember it was COVID psychosis for Precious Bland. And for this girl, it's postpartum psychosis, even though the baby is 8. I mean, 8 months. I mean, 8, like even though the baby is 8 months.
5, 3, and 8 months.
Come on. Like, you said, so they said is it Ehrman? What's going on with her?
Who?
They said Kaylee Ehrman. What's going on with Kaylee Ehrman?
Yeah, I don't know. What's I going to say?
Earnhardt. Oh, he said Earnhardt.
Somebody mentioned a book, Toni Morrison's book, Beloved.
What about it?
But I didn't know it was about a woman. And again, this is what they do. It's about a woman that killed her daughter because she didn't want her to have a life of slavery.
See, y'all, come on.
This is the kind of
cap.
I saw that movie years ago, and I was like, I didn't get it. I was like, it was terrible to me. I think Oprah was there with Danny Glover, but yeah, I guess apparently she was haunted by the ghost of the daughter that she killed because she wanted her daughter to go to slavery. And I'm just like, but this is how women operate. They're gonna justify it somehow, some way.
It's just so bad. It's so bad. So they said it's another woman that stabbed her 3 kids. Oh my God. I have 3 kids. I can't even fathom, Blanche. Fathom hurting them. Like, me and my husband, we get into it because I think he's so hard on my son. And one day I had to apologize, Blanche. I had to say, I said, babe, I'm so sorry because like he was punishing my son and I don't know what came over me. Like, I just felt the need to avenge him. And he was like, Matt was like, I mean, he wasn't hitting them or anything like that, y'all. I don't want to, but he was like, he was making them eat vegetables, but my son being extra is like throwing up the vegetables. Like my husband's like, eat them vegetables, and I was like, stop it! He doesn't want it. And he was like, but I'm just saying, like, I just could not even see my son suffer through eating vegetables.
Right. That's crazy.
Y'all.
And your son was faking.
I mean, I don't know if he was faking as much. I think he really don't. I mean, he my son's appetite is just very bland. Like he eat cheese sandwiches and chicken nuggets. That's just way he just So anyway, I did, but y'all, I can't even see my son like suffer through that. More or less, like hurt your child. It's crazy. Oh, somebody said, "Oh yeah, they were talking about the third trimester abortions that are y'all don't get me started. Don't get me I'm so upset. There's a serious attack on children.
It is.
People hate, and I'm telling you what the Bible said is that if you hurt just even the least of these, it's better that you put a millstone around your neck and be tossed at the bottom of the ocean. Y'all keep hurting these children, man. So, all right, yeah, you ready? You ready to go to
Hey, Carmelo?
Karmelo?
Yeah.
You got the clip, or you want?
Hold up. Blanche and Crystal, y'all think that a mobile silver jewelry shop could work off topic, but I'd like your opinion. A mobile jewelry.
Yeah.
No, I think mobile jewelry repair, maybe. I think repair might work better than just selling. I don't know, because people buy so much stuff online now. I think what you can't buy online is somebody being able to fix jewelry. I think that'd be more lucrative if you know how to fix it versus selling it, in my opinion. We're talking about what's going to make the most money.
Yeah, but here, my opinion is I mean, like one of the greatest um skills that people should learn is to sell. So, like Justice Juice, if you can sell jewelry, I mean, think about those people that's like selling meat in the back of their car. I mean, it's silver. I wouldn't buy gold, but I mean, you could get some nice pieces of silver, and if you can sell it,
See, Larby for Cash said, "A mobile, you mean online?" That's what I'm saying. Like, if you were going to sell something to me, what's more valuable now isn't the item, but actually being able to fix, repair, or like, to me, because that's what's in demand. People don't want their stuff fixed.
mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I do agree. With the maybe you can do a little bit of both. I mean, like I do believe that people are impulse buyers, and if you can sell,
I mean, you can get them to buy it, they'll buy it. But I just know, like, what you'll always see. Think about it. Even in this technological age, you get more and more of those cell phone repair,
mm,
computer, like them stores ain't going nowhere,
that's
because you got to be able to fix those products. And jewelry is clothes, and jewelry is just so subjective, man. I mean, it's just depending on what they want. I don't know. But if your heart, listen, if your heart's telling you to do it, do it. If it's on your heart to do it, you believe you're gonna do it, do it. Oh, you don't want to rent a store. Okay, I got
yeah.
you.
And you said fixed or clean. Yeah, JV Chanel. I agree. I'm with Blanche. I'm with Blanche. Yeah, definitely get into the repair, the cleaning, that sort of thing.
Because even in the mall, if you go to even though malls are dying, if you go to a mall, there's still jewelry repair, watch like those stores are in every. You can go to any mall and those stores are in there because you can't out. It's hard to outsource somebody fixing your stuff. It's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, I could see that. Fair enough. Oh, you know what? We ain't. Are you happy about the whole Byron Donald win in Florida?
Oh, I didn't know he won. Congratulations.
He won the Republican primary. Are y'all happy? Byron has not unblacked though, Blanche.
I just don't get that. I just don't get that he is though. I feel like
He's still black. And I like Byron. Byron's still black.
where did Byron grow up? You know, East
Brooklyn,
Coast.
New York. He went to school with somebody I know.
He's from Brooklyn.
He went to Nazareth High School.
So he from Brooklyn, Brooklyn.
He black. He black. He's gonna probably win because I mean he's got the name recognition and stuff. I just wish he would unblack a little bit.
Oh, is that his wife?
Yeah. How soon will Byron have an embarrassing bliggity scandal? Ooh, Justice,
It's
don't do
coming. It's
that.
coming. It's coming.
Don't do that.
It's coming.
No. Yeah. I am not, y'all. So Byron, Byron is gonna have to unblack if this is gonna work out for him, okay? So I was watching his speech, y'all, and he just had bliggity all over his speech. Like he is black. And y'all, I love black people. Remember, black people are our favorite people. Remember, but I just wouldn't want them to run my state unless they unblack. Unless they unblack.
Listen,
Black people can't.
they can't run my. This show can't
They
run my.
can't black. I'm scared for what Florida is gonna be if he don't unblack.
Yeah, but I don't think his policies are. He not gonna have. Like he don't have black policies. Like he may have some black rhetoric, but he ain't got no black policies though. Just as you said, he'll be caught in a whorehouse beating a woman while injecting himself with used needles. I just know it. A scandal's coming. A scandal is coming.
So here's the thing about Byron. So James Fishback was running against him, and James Fishback kept calling him the DEI governor. That was funny. Y'all, that was funny.
That's funny.
So,
That's funny.
so James Fishback came out. So here's what I didn't like. This is what I don't like about them Republicans, okay, y'all. This is the thing that irritates me. We cannot squash beef when certain beef go too far. So Byron would not debate Fishback. Byron wouldn't give him any kind of clout. Now, mind you, I don't support Fishback at all because Fishback be coming at the Jews, and y'all already know I'm top goy. I'm top goy. Okay.
Man, top goy is crazy.
I'm good goy. So Byron announced that Fishback had called him and congratulated him on his win. But y'all, 2 weeks ago, did y'all see that Fishback accused Byron of a crime? Accused him of human trafficking and said that the DOJ is investigating him. And he said, I know for a fact that Byron Donalds is a criminal. I'm not shaking hands over that. Like, no, we got beef. Blanche.
So I'm sorry. I'm looking up Fishback. Okay, I saw a clip of him one time I used. I know this was the same guy though.
Fishback is pretty. He a little lame for me. I don't. He does too much. He's a socialist, and a lot of these America First candidates are
He's
so
a socialist.
he says things that are socialist to me. Like he says, I'll stop Amazon apparently paid for um uh immigrant visas, right? So H1B visas. And he's like, I'll stop Amazon from bringing H1Bs over here. You can't stop Amazon
Right.
until Americans want to go to work.
Right.
And I kept putting that in his comments. Negro, you cannot make Americans work. You can't make them go to work. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, or he'll say things like, I'm going to bring down, and Byron says this too, I'll bring down the cost of insurance in Florida. Well, you can't bring down the cost of insurance in Florida. You literally have to stop the fraud. I mean, like a lot of times the insurance is based on risk. And if you have a lot of fraud, then you're going to have high insurance. I mean, it's just the way that it is. um I don't like when they promise that, like, just
Yeah.
ice cream socials, and like the popularity kind of the popularity promises.
I'm gonna tax OnlyFans. I'm gonna heavily tax OnlyFans. Like this
That's
is
him. That's him. So that's what your Fishback said, is he's gonna tax OnlyFans, and he's gonna come on, like just follow the model. President Trump gave you the model. Make America great again. Make Florida great again. Like, yeah,
that's
bring
right.
the best life that you can possibly make for Floridians. I mean, that's all you can do. But
Hold on.
anyway,
Let's talk about one more thing.
uh-huh.
Can we I just want to pull up uh
Someone says Goyim means nations. Thank you, Corey the Supreme. That's what I am. Top Goy. Don't come for my Jews now. I love the Jews. I love them. I love y'all. Let me tell you something. If people are not learning from these people, then I don't know what to tell you. I was watching Blanche. I was watching I told Blanche I was watching, and I sent a couple of clips from Ben Shapiro on Pat Bet David, and it was just so good. It was so good. Y'all better learn from these Jews.
I'm trying to pull up his wife real quick. I just want them to see his supposed new wife,
Who?
Chris Watt.
Chris Watt. She a bliggity. Someone says, will you support him if he becomes a Muslim during his term? Who? You talking about? Someone LARPing. I'm telling you, you anti-Semitic. No, I'm just joking. I'm just serious. For the property of the goam, animal in human form, according to our law, belongs to no one, and the Jew first that passes has the rights to seize it. The Talmud. Yeah.
And all the Talmud is crazy. I'm trying to find a picture that I just had of this woman, man.
Larpy know all of it. He said if a Jew is tempted to do evil, he should go to a city where he's not known and do it there. And where I come from, it's you don't where you sleep.
This is crazy.
You don't ish where you sleep. That's where I came from.
I want to.
What?
I'm trying to find a picture. This is supposedly his new girlfriend. But I'm just trying to find a good picture for you all. Here it goes, right here. I got it right here. Here we go.
Ooh, let me know when you share it.
Supposedly, man, they want me to log into too much stuff, man.
And you can't even go to.
I'm gonna just share this. I'm gonna just share the screen.
Okay.
Let me just share the screen, man.
Okay. Okay.
It's gonna take too long. Let me see.
Hold on.
This is supposedly his girlfriend that he's planning on marrying.
Let's make it big.
Yeah, can y'all see her?
Lizzie Henderson.
I don't know if they're getting married or they're married. The Daily Mail says they're married, but this is a new wife.
And he wanted a new life, and he was determined to get it
He
at
got
all
it.
costs.
And he got it.
He didn't like Shanann. And Shanann, people were saying that Shanann was bossy. Shanann, to me, now, y'all, may she rest in peace. Shanann was a bit of a mess. Like, I was seeing, like, her text messages, how she be texting, like, she would be talking to him crazy. Because when they got married, remember, he was chubby.
Yeah.
He was chubby, and then he started going to the gym, losing all his weight, getting attention. And she used to treat him like crap. But like I said, you don't get to murder somebody. You just never gonna get away with that with me. You don't get to murder anybody. The only time you can unalive somebody is you are actively somebody's trying to unalive you.
Yeah. And I mean, again, you could tell she was going out of town. She had a little decent following on social media. I just know she was hell to deal with. I just know that it's just par for the course. It just women just don't respond well to power. They don't respond well to unlimited access. They don't respond well to having followers. They just don't. They just don't respond well to it. Most women don't. And I think that she got him. He was chubby. He was very chubby, soft spoken, kind of go along to get along type of guy. Not gonna, ruffle any feathers, but
And kill them babies. Oof. Y'all, it's the babies that tug on my heart.
he killed her and the baby. He killed everybody.
Yeah, now he's getting ready to marry obligatory because they don't have no standards. They don't have no standards, Blanche.
Yeah, he killed his babies and his wife. Killed both of them.
They don't have no standards.
But anyway, so his new wife is a black queen. So all should be forgiven.
That's what I'm telling. Like it's like we crucified him. No one felt bad for him. What's the postpartum for men?
Oh, you can forget that.
What's the
You can
there's
forget
a,
that.
men are told, well, you shouldn't have got her pregnant. Like, sorry, you got to deal with it.
You shouldn't have married her.
So bad.
We can go to Carmelo now. Though. I just wanted to
Oh no, we can get. I mean,
show them the
yo,
black queen. That's all.
Carmelo is y'all seen that he's trying to come back. Like, can we just stop with him? Like, why are we even still talking about him? Why are we even still talking about Carmelo?
Wow. I mean, he was done wrong.
It's opposite day with Black.
Hold on, baby girl. Chris was making no. Chris was the breadwinner. Chris was working. Chris was making great money. He's working at the little oil refinery. Chris was making
Nah, but
no,
Shanann was the breadwinner. Shanann was the breadwinner.
no.
Yes, because you remember she had got into like network marketing. She was making big money. Like she was like,
Hold up.
yeah,
That
yeah.
little online business won't making no. Hold up. She was making money off that. Hold up.
Yes,
Hold up.
yes. Yeah, baby girl, yeah. Shanann was traveling. Shanann was like one of the top salespersons. And I mean, he had a basic job. And remember, she said she was pregnant, and his face, she put it online, and she was like, I'm pregnant. And he looked at her like he wanted to die.
Man, I'm on this right here. Chris Watts made more money than Shania Watts.
Okay.
Chris earned a stable salary around $63,000 and later up to roughly $110,000 working as an operator for Anadarko Petroleum.
Okay.
And earned less through a hospital call center job and a multi-level marketing sales.
Yeah, I remember she was doing like the multi-level marketing.
She wasn't. Yeah, she wasn't making no money. Nah, she wasn't making no money.
Well, didn't they say she was like one of the top sales?
Man, what's she selling? Bracelets? I mean, what was she selling?
I don't know.
No, like what was she? Listen,
Okay, so
listen.
Duke minus Groove said no, she was not balling. Okay, all
Yeah,
right, I concede.
nah, yeah. Chris was making he's making six figures by the time he got I just know based on what he did, it's a six-figure job. It's just
Yeah.
yeah, I just know it. So she was really a housewife, and that multi-level marketing job was just a hobby more so. It was more of a hobby than it was because she spent social media. She was on she was doing all kind of social media, not TikTok, maybe social media stuff. Like it wasn't serious. It wasn't that serious.
Yeah.
It wasn't that serious, man.
Yeah. Someone said Larry for chat. He said, I hate communism. We love the Jews. What? Yo, let me tell you.
Bobby for cash is funny though.
Bro, I love me the Jews. He said, all right, I'm going to sleep, guys. Good night. Bye, Maestro Mark.
All right, Maestro Mark.
So somebody said he didn't start making money until after he moved up with her.
No, they got no. Listen,
Baby girl, I'm with you, but I've been proven wrong. So
hold up. Her jobs. Think about she wasn't no man. That dude was making it. Listen, that dude was stressed. She is a stay-at-home mom. She is not working. She is a mom. Like, no, he was a breadwinner.
someone said she was posting too much on social, making him look bad.
Yeah, he was posting everything on social media. He'd be like trying to relax. She put him on there. He had to fake a smile. Like he was working, man. He was working.
He was definitely working behind her back. He was
Yeah, he
working.
was working.
He was working something. He was working that chick.
Yeah, he had that chick too.
Oh my God. Anyway, you guys, if you have not already, please like, share, subscribe to our channel while we talk about this Carmelo Anthony story. I mean, like, it's just crazy that we're even having to talk about this. They want to say that the little boy, so I said the little Negro boy, and one of my friends, he got so mad at me. But what would you call him if not the little Negro boy?
Oh, talking about Carmelo?
Yes. That dude.
They gonna say that's insulting.
Whatever. You're a murderer. Um, so Carmelo Anthony, he got a new trial that the Bliggities are trying to get because they're just dishonorable. And they like death. They celebrate death, Blanche.
Mm-hmm.
They celebrating the lady killing her 3 kids. Now you celebrating Carmelo Anthony.
So we have another hot off the press. Carmelo threatened to shoot the school up in shocking text kept from jury in Austin Metcalf murder trial.
Yep. Carmelo was a bad dude, and me and Blanche are avenged when we said he wanted to kill. I don't know why. The little Negro was a bad seed, period. He was a bad seed.
Matter of fact, he said, I'm gonna shoot the school up tomorrow.
Someone said Carmelo was realistically not too far from prison prior to. Exactly. He was not. He was not a good kid. He was not. And you know what? It's the same story with Black people when you start talking about George Floyd. Oh, Gentle Giant. When you start talking about Mike Brown, when you start talking about hands up, don't shoot. Like, it's the same story. Y'all heroes it's all a lie. Breonna Taylor was a drug dealer. She was.
She was.
And Carmelo Anthony, I'm sorry. Oh, he was a 3.7 GPA. He was the captain of the team and the distant team. Whatever. The little Negro was a bad dude.
Can I read this?
Sure.
So I'm gonna read the Austin Metcalf portion first.
Go ahead.
Keeping things clean.
You want to share the screen or you?
Yeah, let's just share. Let me see if I can do it. Okay.
Can they see it?
I can see it.
Okay.
Carmelo Anthony talked about shooting up his school in a trove of disturbing texts that a backroom deal kept out of the courtroom during his June murder trial, prosecutors said on Friday. I'm gonna shoot the school up tomorrow, Anthony wrote in a 2023 text that prosecutors revealed in Collin County, Texas, during a hearing to determine if Austin Metcalf's convicted killer will be granted a new trial. More threatening texts, reports of stalking by an ex-girlfriend, and Anthony's violent tendencies were also apparently swept under the rug, but as part of what was described as a gentleman's agreement between the defense and prosecution, skeletons in victim Austin Metcalf's closet also weren't brought up, including a juvenile criminal history involving racist graffiti, prosecutors said. The deal was keep things clean. Prosecutor Bill Werski said from the stand as Anthony's new attorney, Russell Wilson, grilled him about the alleged shadow docket. Wilson claims corrupted the June proceedings. But the same argument kept a mountain of shocking evidence from seeing the light of day, including texts from Anthony threatening violence, and a photo of a knife sent to his ex-girlfriend, who told Vice principal that he was stalking her hours before the fatal stabbing. WFAA and other local outlets reported prosecutors saying, none of this was shown to the jury in the June trial in which he was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to 35 years in prison. Anthony appealed the conviction and filed for a new trial. On Friday, Wilson grilled prosecutor Bill Werski and Anthony's former attorneys about their 30-year relationship and unofficial dealings meant to, in Werski's words, keep things clean.
So they letting it all hang out.
Yeah. Keeping things clean meant keeping the lid of Anthony's long history of violent tendencies and threatening behavior, which apparently drove his parents to send him to a special program at LSU for kids with behavioral issues. In exchange for prosecutors not using certain evidence against Anthony in court, the defense lawyers agreed to not bring up victim Austin Metcalf's juvenile criminal history, which included spray painted graffiti of an upside down cross, the N-word, KKK, kill all black people, and hail Hitler, Houston Public Media reported. Metcalf and his twin brother were sentenced to 12 months probation for that incident, and photos and video from Metcalf's phone showed the use of more slurs and pervasive picture of racist outlook. HPM reported Howard as saying, I offered the agreement, Werski said, according to WFAA TV. Let's stay away from the historical character and stick to the facts, what happened under the tent. The deal kept Anthony from taking a stand himself, argued Wilson. Werski had accused defense attorney Mike Howard of breaking their deal when he brought up Anthony's grades and chess hobby in opening arguments, which opened the door to question about his personal life. Should Anthony testify, Howard wrote in an affidavit obtained last month by the Dallas Morning News. In a legal victory for Anthony, the judge presided over his trial was removed from the appeal on Wednesday. Retired District Court Judge Michael Chitty was then assigned to consider the motion from Anthony's attorneys asking for a retrial. Anthony's attorneys had asked for Judge John Roach to be removed in part because a TV interviewer in the Roach said jurors got it right when they delivered a guilty verdict. Wilson also argued that June's proceedings were marred by strict courtroom rules and improper jury instructions. Several schools were competing at a track event when Anthony sat under the Memorial High School tent that was perched in the bleachers. Metcalf and others have reportedly told Anthony to leave. Witnesses testified, leading to an escalating confrontation.
Yeah.
So they're basically trying to get us to believe that they wanted to keep things out of the public because it would have also made Metcalf look bad. But Metcalf spraying graffiti of racist stuff, what does that mean? Like, so what?
You can't unalive. I know this is hard for black people. You can't unalive somebody for being racist. Like, you can't. And I know that's very controversial, Blanche. And, if you say the N-word, I'm going to kill you. Okay, and you're going to go to jail. Let's say all of that happened. Let's say Austin Metcalf said, N-word, get out of our tent. You don't get to take out a knife and then stab them. And Karmelo Anthony's family is wrong because they should have pleaded like the white boy did. Pleaded. And Karmelo Anthony would have got like maybe 5 years if he had pleaded.
Yeah.
But they want special privileges. And I don't know about black people. Y'all not tired of being lied to? Y'all not tired of being lied to? They lied to y'all about everything. And now here, Karmelo Anthony, y'all done gave this man money. How much money did they raise? And all to find out that he was a bad kid. He had anger problems. He was stalking. He wanted to kill somebody. There was actually a text where Karmelo Anthony said, I want to stab someone and lick the blood off the knife, and showed pictures of the knife. So are y'all tired of being lied to? Or yet?
And what you said was spot on. Let's just say Austin Metcalf was the most racist person on the planet. What black folks don't understand is these people are racist and not bothering y'all. They're not bothering y'all.
Thank
So
you.
so they're racist, but they're not being racist doing anything towards you. So what you're essentially saying is, and this is what black folks are saying, if he was racist, he deserved to die. As if being racist is something that trumps everything, meaning it deserves death. Meanwhile, black people get to be literally anything they want to be, and they want no consequence.
Yeah. If he's racist, why you in the tent? Why you in the tent? And that's what we said. He wanted to kill because if he didn't want to kill, we know how black people are. Black people would have been all hype. He just called me an N-word. He just called. Never once in his testimony was he called an N-word. You don't think that he would have said that? He said he touched me. He touched me. He didn't say he called me a nigga. He called me a nigga. He never said that.
The first thing out of his mouth would have been he was racist.
Yeah.
I saw a police interrogation of a young man in South Carolina, and he was on his bike riding by an apartment complex, and there was a white guy and his girlfriend. And then now they're minding their business, but they see this guy ride on a bike, so they look at, people make eye contact, and then he says, "What you looking at?" And the white guy say, "What you looking at?" So then the dude gets off his bike and goes to try to whoop the white guy, but guess what? He started getting whooped.
That heat.
He started getting whooped.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So then he comes back and shoots the white guy and kills him.
Oh no.
And when he's getting interrogated, and they got him on video doing it, and when he realizes that he about to get in, guess what he starts saying?
He's racist.
He's racist. He's racist. That man was racist. That man, and Lady was like, "Yeah, but you don't mean you get to shoot him though."
Good.
Like she was like, "That doesn't mean you get to shoot him though. You keep saying he's racist, but that doesn't mean you get to kill him." And so black people believe that if a white person, which I don't even believe in racism, because
I don't
to me
believe
it's not racism.
No.
Listen, Austin Metcalf painting KKK on a wall is no different than you all saying that you're better than white people. It's no different than you all are calling yourself kings and queens, because the kings and queens implies nobody else is. So that's racist. To get up and say that we're the only kings and queens and gods and goddesses is racism. But even if he paints KKK on the wall, that doesn't mean he gets to get killed though.
Exactly. And
go ahead.
No, you go. You go.
So the young man, his defense became the guy was racist. And they're like, but you got on your bike and came back. You tried to, in other words, you engaged in confrontation with him because you thought it was going to be an easy win.
Mm-hmm.
You saw a white guy, you saw his girlfriend, you went over there, and you're going to be able to punk him. He wasn't going, so I beating the brakes off you, and you killed him. And now when he's dead, girlfriend traumatized, family traumatized, you're going to add insult to injury and call him racist.
All you trying to get off. Like, you don't get to kill somebody because they're racist. You don't get to kill somebody because they're racist. You don't get to kill somebody because they're racist. Because, like Blanche just said, y'all are the most racist. I don't even believe it. And I actually said that to someone who sent me the clip of Austin Metcalf. Oh, did you see that Austin Metcalf was a racist? First of all, these were 16, 17-year-old little boys. You cannot be really, they're getting attention, just kind of like James Fishback and all of the white boys now want to go against the Jews because it's cool and they want to be KKK Yeah, right. Y'all, white people, if you really, y'all don't even want to see racist white people. Racist white, if white folks start getting racist, y'all are cooked. Okay,
Y'all are
it's
good.
over for y'all.
Good.
I actually am praying for the day that white folks start being more racist because things change when white folks get racist. When they start telling you, no, you can't live in this neighborhood because you and your kids don't know how to act. No, y'all can't come to the pool unless there's a weight requirement and a bathing suit requirement. Like if they really start getting if white folks really start saying sorry, only 2 black people in the restaurant at a time because y'all usually don't know how to act and y'all don't tip very well. You do not. I'm praying for the change to come where white folks start getting racist. So stop it. Like white folks are not racist. And even if they were, you don't get to stab somebody.
Well, my question is it so if it's racist for, and again, we are assuming that the Metcalf twins did this. We don't even know. This is what they're saying they did. We don't even really know.
Well, I can believe it because the true colors from the dad came out, boy. When he was, I loved it.
Watermelon felon, huh? But guess what though? But guess what?
They
So
deserved it.
so let's say the dad is quote unquote, and I'm gonna say this too. Not liking black people doesn't make you racist. Let's get that out in the open. Just because I don't like you, it doesn't make me racist.
That's true.
Because true racism is I don't like you because of your race. Not I don't like you because you don't know how to behave.
Yeah.
That's not racism. So let's just say, for argument's sake, the dad was racist, the whole family's racist. Isn't their racism justified though at
Yep.
this point?
Yep.
Like,
Fact.
think about them being racist and his son is murdered by another black young man. So now them being racist, do you see why now? And then on top of that, when black folks could say, okay, we're not really like that, black folks doubled down and said he deserved to get killed and let Karmelo go.
And we should have killed both of them. You remember? You
Oh yeah,
remember?
should have
Both.
killed both of them.
Ain't that crazy? Y'all, we say there can't be no two-state solution with blacks and whites. And honestly, the dad was trying. Remember, the dad was trying to say, okay, all right. And I think the dad was probably trying because he probably knew that his sons were a little edgy. You know, like some teenage kids are, y'all, a little edgy. Like they just, but you don't get to kill them.
I think his dad did what's normal.
Mm-hmm.
Your son is dead. You as a parent, you're like, okay, they didn't tell their son to kill my son. I didn't like so you as a parent, you say, you know what, let's make peace because this is tragic on both sides.
No.
He goes to the press conference trying to make peace, and they turn that into a whole that he's being racist. So again, you all talk about white folks being racist, but this family's racism was justified in the end result.
Yeah.
Even when the man tried to make peace, you all spit in his face. So spray painting KKK on the wall, the swastika and all this, I get it.
Yep.
I get it because you get tired. Because think about it. What's the alternative? I don't be racist and I get called racist anyway.
Yeah. Not a single character witness came in there for Karmelo. Not a single character witness. And they kept like blaming the white. See, this is where I say white folks are cooked. Like Blanche, ain't no way. Ain't no way. I can't make peace. It's gonna take me a while. Like even like I don't know what white folks it's gonna take for them. It's not like I'm not doing it. You accuse me of a crime like the whole no, I'm not, no, we can't make peace. I need a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. We'll make peace in a minute. But it's crazy. It's crazy.
One baby girl said, but to be angry at his son who died versus the one who killed is an inhumane problem. I mean, and again, I truly think the dad was like, think about you lost your son, one of your sons. Like it's a backbreaking moment in a man's life. Like, you know, you have these dreams for your son, your children, and one of them gets killed at a track meet. Like it's just it'll defeat you as a man. So I really believe the dad was like, I want to make, you know, to get some kind of peace out of this. Let's make peace. I don't want us to be at odds, you know. And black folks like, no, we want blood. Literally, we want more blood. Actually, we want more blood. We don't want to just see your son die. We want the other son to die and your family to be destroyed. And so, in my opinion, once black people start condemning gang members, crossing out people they killed on the wall, putting up folks that gonna die. Once black folks stop doing that, then I'll address the graffiti that's quote unquote racist by the Metcalf twins. Until you all address all the graffiti that's got people actually killed in the hood, when you crossing out people's names and disrespecting somebody get shot and smoke for that, when y'all address that, then I'll address the racist graffiti on the wall. But until then, don't even bring it up.
Exactly. And y'all don't care. Y'all really don't care. Y'all don't care about death, clearly, because y'all are not condemning Karmelo Anthony for killing this young white boy. I'm not saying that y'all could even say he's racist and he deserved it. But like you said, you want them to get off. That's pure evil. As opposed to encouraging that young man to go ahead and plea. Y'all put a battery in his back. He ended up with 35 years, and now y'all want him to get off? That's insane. That is insane. But this is what happens when you deal with black people.
And this trial is going to be, listen, and this trial is going to be worse. Because now they're going to introduce all the other evidence. So just indulge us for a second. What do you think is going to happen, RPG, if they have a videos and pictures of Karmelo with the knife, saying I want the blood on the knife? Like what's going to happen when they start showing these pictures and these text messages of him saying, I'm gonna shoot the school up, I want to stab somebody? Then what are y'all gonna say?
I don't know, Blanche. I don't trust white folks. They hate themselves. And I'm telling you, when there is something about the word racism that caused white folks to bring down to their knees, man. And if they bring up that Austin Metcalf may have said some racist stuff, for whatever reason, they feel like that excuses people's behavior. Look what happened in Europe.
Yeah, but he didn't do it that day though. So what I'm saying is before Austin was racist, he was already plotting to do something anyway.
Of course.
So what I'm saying is, in this trial, it's going to be worse.
I hope. That's what I'm saying is I hope these people.
You believe he might get off?
I don't know. What I'm telling you is people think that just because a person is racist, they deserve to be mistreated.
Yes.
And hurt. I'm telling you, people that I know that got good sense, Blanche was sending me videos saying, see, look, he was racist. And I'm like, so what? So what? And they're like, oh, look, he said KKK. He was doing graffiti. So what? So? Y'all are sending me that like that is going to change your opinion about this young man murdering another child at a track meet. And mind you, while they're arguing with me, this person, this is very public. Y'all can go on my Facebook page. They're arguing with me. Somebody jumps in a couple people jump in the chat and defend him for arguing with me over this. And guess what? I have a lot of white friends. Ask me which white friend defended me in the chat.
Oh, none. Oh, no way.
So don't ask me what I think is going to happen in that trial. If I was white, I would be like, I don't care what he does. He's a child. Like I'm defending Austin Metcalf. Not a single white person said anything. And
So y'all heard it. Y'all heard it here first. Karmelo might get off, huh?
I'm not saying that they should defend him. I'm just saying they don't. And white folks is letting Derek Chauvin sit in prison.
It's crazy, and that's crazy.
After Elon Musk has come out and said, okay, y'all are right. Blanch and Crystal, y'all are right. That's what Elon Musk said. Blanch and Crystal, y'all are right. Derek Chauvin is innocent. And the nigga's still in jail.
And with no inkling of getting out. Not even an inkling of time served, he can leave.
Ain't that sad?
Over George. Imagine you being in prison 20 plus years for George Floyd. Do you know how disgusting that is for you to be rotting away in a cell for him? For a dope fiend? Do you all realize what they're doing? They're picking the lowest of black people and having that value to the productive white people. Well, I'm saying this right. The productive white citizens hold the same value as black degenerates. That is insane.
And the productive black citizens are not saying anything. They looking at you and I like we crazy. But y'all understand that we cannot have a society like this. We cannot have a society like this. Yes, he says the kings and queens don't believe he didn't do nothing. Yeah, this the didn't do nothing crew. So I don't know, Blanche. I don't know. Just the mere fact that we are still talking about this makes me nervous with Karmelo.
Well, they have to. The trial isn't guaranteed though, because they have to decide whether they want to have another trial. But I would argue that it's going to be worse because, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be worse because they're in Texas, and Texas is gonna be like this. Because if he gets off, then the precedence is set to an extreme level that if a person is racist, you can kill them. Like this, like they can't have it. They're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because it's getting out of hand. Like it's getting black people have too much of a battery in their back as it is, and it's just too it's too out of hand for because I'm racist, you believe I'm racist, that I should deserve to die. But meanwhile, black folks are racist and they get praised. It's too much of an extreme.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. White folks have made this bad because they're so terrified of being called racist. But at this point, they're calling you racist anyway. So like whether y'all are silent or not, it doesn't matter. They still call you racist. Whether you defend them, march with them, doesn't matter. They still call you racist. When you protest with them, I remember when the BLM riots, there was white folks in the riots saying black folks doing tearing stuff up. And guess what they were saying? Look at them white folks. Look at them. They the ones doing it. Now keep in mind,
it was so true.
Y'all out there tearing stuff up, stealing all this stuff, but y'all put it all on the white people that were out there supporting y'all.
Yep. You remember the white folks that got killed by your boy, what's his name? The the dude that shot them protecting, what's his name?
Oh, Kyle Rittenhouse.
Kyle Rittenhouse. They were the black folks was not, they didn't want that work from Kyle Rittenhouse. And then white folks who got up in there and they got shot. And black folks did not care at all. They just wanted to see Kyle Rittenhouse go to jail, but I guarantee you not a single black person knows the name of those white people that lost their lives. I guarantee you. If you know it and you unblacked, put it in the chat the name of the white people that lost their lives behind Kyle Rittenhouse.
Black people, Higgles was crazy. I tell you, my boy, 100 Days of Summer, he does the polls to see what black folks know. And he said, did Kyle Rittenhouse kill black people?
And they say yes.
80, it was 85%.
Wow.
Said, and so black folks had no idea of the case because they lie so much, they don't do any research. Listen, I'm telling you, black people right now, most of y'all are gonna go to hell. And you're gonna go to hell because when black folks tell y'all stuff, y'all believe it and take it at face value. And they tell y'all, they lie to you all just take it at face value. Y'all thought that Kyle Rittenhouse killed 3 black people. And he literally shot one, well, killed 2 and shot 1.
They were all white.
All of them white.
All of them were white, y'all.
Not a single black person. And what's funny is the first guy he shot, the guy was a convicted
pedophile,
child molester, convicted, went to prison for it. And before he got shot, he was using the N-word. Before he chased Kyle Rittenhouse, he was using the N-word. The other guy hits Kyle Rittenhouse, knocks him on the ground with a skateboard. He shoots him. The third guy points a gun at Kyle Rittenhouse, and he gets shot in the arm. My point is that this is how off base black people are with most things. Literally, they'll say he killed 3 black people, and he literally killed 2 white people and just shot the third one. But that's how far off black folks are with information. They're just that far off.
And that's why nobody tells you anything. Y'all not tired of being lied to? They don't invite you to the big boy and big girl conversation because y'all can't take it. Y'all are so emotional. That's what this whole thing about this woman killing 3 kids. Y'all are like females. Like females. Y'all don't even know the facts of the case and y'all just get behind her. Like it's too much. And I'm telling you, you cannot have these people have power over you. You can't. Speaking of which, the black chick that's in Florida, Blanch,
who
that just won her Senate primary, and was with the bullhorn.
Oh my goodness.
This is what y'all get. Y'all keep letting these people get power over you. You keep letting these people run your city, go to school with your children. And then y'all mad at that pastor. I sent it to Blanch, that pastor that was on
Can I pull that up, please?
Yes. He said the pastor said, "Oh no, I don't want to see black people on earth. I'll see them in heaven. They'll be glorified in heaven." You saw that, Blanch?
No, that ain't the one I saw, I don't think. Which one did I see?
Oh my God, I gotta send you the pastor was like, "Oh no, I don't want to see black people in heaven." I know he said, I don't want to see them on earth. I want to see them in heaven. Because in heaven, they're not gonna steal my kid's bike.
Wow.
It was awesome. Hold on, I'm about to send it to you. And one of my friends who I love from college said, "Crystal, you agree with that?" I said, "Well, what is there not to agree? Like, what is there not to agree with?" I mean, he was like, "Well, he said he don't want to be around black people." I said, No. He said he don't want to be around specific type of black people. Y'all stop lying on this man.
Right.
Right?
Stop lying on him.
Hold on, like, it's real quick. It's gonna be real quick. It's on PBD. You gotta see this. You gonna holler. That joint was so funny. Let me go to PPT. It was on the Instagram stories, so it's gone away. But hold on, let me see. PBD. He said, "Oh no, I don't want to see them on earth. I'll see them in heaven." Hold on. Blanche, this is awesome. Hold on, let me remove Sora real quick. And then we can go to the I know what you about to go to, that girl. That silly lady.
No, I was gonna go to the other pastor talking about the black church.
Oh, that's him. The same.
Yeah. So okay,
you gotta
it's
see
perfect.
this.
It's perfect. Okay, perfect.
So he was on PBD. This guy is hilarious. His name is Joel Webbin.
Next to a bunch of black people in heaven. Well, the black people in heaven won't be trying to steal my kids' bikes. These are redeemed black people. It's heaven. There is no more sin. It's great. I look forward to meeting my brothers and sisters from the Sudan or from Ghana or in heaven. However,
not on earth.
Well, some of them, sure, I wouldn't mind meeting them in their country, but I don't want them all to come and live here. If I live next to a bunch of black people in heaven, well, the black people in heaven won't be trying to steal my kids' bikes. These are redeemed black people. It's heaven. There is no more sin. It's great. I look forward to meeting my brothers and sisters from the Sudan or from Ghana or in heaven. However,
not on earth.
Well, some of them, sure, I wouldn't mind meeting them in their country, but I don't want them all to come and live here. If I live next to a bunch of black
He
people
said
in heaven, well, the black people
in heaven.
Let's be clear, in heaven.
In heaven. I want to live you with y'all in heaven.
Heaven. Let's be clear. And again, he's just saying what everybody is thinking.
Everybody thinks it. Even black people think it.
As soon as you all get some money, you go live around white people. That tells us everything. There's no discussion after that. When y'all get some money, you don't stay in the black community and build it up. You leave. So if you all don't want to live next to each other, why would he? Even Tupac, crazy as he was, he even said, we living next door to the killers and the drug dealers. What about us? Even he said it, like, yeah, we around these people too. We don't be around them either. So, yeah, what he said is spot on, and I agree with him that the best behaved black folks will be in heaven.
Yep. And I don't mind, y'all, because I don't have to, let the wheat and the tear grow together. When they get to heaven, the tear be gone. The tear will be gone. And mind you, I don't particularly follow or subscribe to this pastor because he one of them Jew blaming white folks, very black, y'all. White folks that blame the Jews, that is very black. Blame yourself. It's like black folks that blame white folks. It's very similar. So he's one of those. Okay. But he did have a point. He did have a point when he was talking about religion. He said that he believes that Catholicism is closer to our belief system than Jews are.
Not even close. Well, I mean, the fundamental difference is that we believe in Christ and they don't. So it's like that's a huge thing. And if you think about it, when Christ came back, that was the point of contention. Was these people are rejecting me? They're rejecting God essentially because they're rejecting me. And so yeah, Catholicism is closer because they at least in Catholicism believe in Jesus, even though they believe a lot of other stuff too, but they still believe in Jesus. But
LARPing for Cash said, "You are just uneducated." Yes, and I want to stay that way when it comes to the Jews. Let me tell you something. I see the way that I see the world. I talked to Blanche. I see it in terms of winners and losers. Okay. I see one group of people getting their head knocked off by people that are less than them. And then I see another group of people manipulating with what they got and winning. The fact that Christians are not working with Catholics, you guys. Why would you want to work with Catholics? Catholics is getting their head knocked off by black people. They are Spain is a Catholic country, and they don't let these Moroccans come and take over their whole country. And the Jews is bombing people. You ain't doing that. You ain't doing that in Israel. So that's how I see the world. And please, you guys, please help me. That's how I see the world.
Daniel Sanchez says Webben is preaching white separatism. I mean, I can't blame him though.
We said that we couldn't blame. We understand.
Listen. I understand.
We understand.
I understand why. And again, we make these things white and black, and they're not. This is about culture. We have a difference in culture. The way we view the world is completely different.
Yeah.
Why do I want to be around you? It makes sense. If everybody was the same skin color and cultures were the same, it'd be the same results. Do you understand that? Do you understand that if everybody was the same skin color, but the cultures remain different, it would be the same results? So it's not because of what somebody looks like, it's because of a person's worldview. And black people have a very distorted worldview. They just do. It's very bad. It's not based in reality. It's negative. It's pessimistic.
It's dangerous.
Dangerous. And so, yeah.
Yeah. So someone said that you know, there's somebody in here, Plurpler said, I'm a fit to slap. I guess he meant to slap you. Yeah, that's consistent with what y'all do. I'm on my page. I'm on my page, Blanche, talking my talk, and they want to slap me. This is what black people do. They get ignorant and violent. I'm sorry.
So these folks sound Jewish. I'm not Jewish. I don't know what.
I'm good goy. No, I'm not Jewish, but God, I wish I was. Y'all think we want to be white? No. If I had to choose.
Nah, yeah, she want to be want to be a goy. I don't want to be that. I'm just
No. I am a goy, Blanche. I would like to be
okay.
one of the chosen people.
So she says she want to be chosen. I just follow Jesus. I know. She said I'm gonna slap you. He's talking to you. He gonna slap you.
I know. That's what it said. This is what they do. This is, you know.
Let me get this last video up. This one,
This is what the blacks do.
violent.
Ignorant and violent.
Oh, here it goes right here.
Someone said, okay, here's some money from Jews. All right, here we go.
About 90 to 95% of the black church in America is objectively, by the standards of Scripture, heretical. It doesn't even constitute a true church. There are not enough black men in America, Christian men, who know enough theology to be able to be qualified to pastor black churches. The black church in America needs to be split up. It needs to go and find a good, God-fearing white church with biblically qualified men so that they can hear the real gospel of Jesus Christ and come to saving faith in him.
Dang.
I'm not doing that, Blanche. I'm not doing
it. Can you put this back up? Dang, I'll try to stop it.
Please do it again. Please do it again. Just one more time. I don't think they
I know I want to, but it won't let me do it. It always, I
About
can't control
90
it.
to 95% of the black church in America is objectively, by the standards of Scripture, heretical. It doesn't even constitute a true church. There are not enough black
I'll be right
men
back.
in America, Christian men, who know enough theology to be able to be qualified to pastor black churches. The black church in America needs to be split up. It needs to go and find a good, God-fearing white church with biblically qualified men so that they can hear the real gospel of Jesus Christ and come to saving faith in him.
Okay, let me try to do this again. Let me try to add it again. I think it's in the back of the chat, maybe. Sources.
Blanche, people get upset when white folks talk like this.
Can you put that thing up again? Because I can't control it from here.
People get mad when white folks talk like this. I'm not.
About 90 to 95% of the black church in America is objectively, by the standards of Scripture, heretical. It doesn't even constitute a true church. There are not enough black men in America, Christian men, who know enough theology to be able to be qualified to pastor black churches.
And what he's saying is spot on.
Blanche, you said that. You
Yeah,
you
because
shut down all the black churches.
yeah, you got to shut them down because black churches are compromised because they're taken over by liberation theology. They're hubs for Democratic Party. Think about what a black church is. The black church. Think about when the shots came out. Black churches were handing out the shots. Black churches support any Democratic politician that's black. Most white ones as well. High single mother rates, high promiscuity in the black churches, funny with the money, finances messed up. And then when it comes to the gospel, everything is from a liberation theology standpoint. It's black first. It's black before God. It's black before the scripture. It's black before everything. And so most black churches are compromised. What he's saying is true. Most black pastors are a problem because they're black pastors. They're not just pastors. And so once you're a black pastor, it's already a flawed theology. You know, once you start bringing in politics in the church and what the white man did and slavery and racism, it's going to, so yeah, what he's saying is spot on. 95% is about right. And the 5% that's not, it's just a black pastor with a multicultural church that's probably more conservative. But yeah, most black churches are, Democratic offshoots. That's all they are. It's just there to get black folks to vote Democrat. That's all they are. They just it's foolish.
Yeah, I think people who are black or profess to be black, um, it's really hard to tell black folks the truth. And that is necessary when you're trying to teach folks the gospel. However, maybe not as effective when you are trying to grow a church. So it's this balance of courage that is necessary that black folks, especially black leaders, don't necessarily have to tell black people the truth. Blanche, one of the things that I love about our show is even though we are entertaining you guys, even though we are funny, we are telling y'all the truth. We don't make money off this. I know y'all say I'm top goy and I'm getting $7,000. Please send this to Ben Shapiro and let him know that I have not received my check yet in the mail. and I need to receive it. Please let them know. But we really believe this. Like, and in order to preach the gospel, there is a certain you can't say what people want to say. I mean, the itching you can't. They won't come to your church. They will not come to your church.
If you are truly speaking or preaching the word of God in a black church, you're gonna have about 4 members.
So Blanche, there's this church out here. It's one of the largest churches in Maryland. I was so convicted because this pastor went out on a limb to teach about abortion and how it's wrong. And I was like, oh my God. But then guess what he did, Blanche? Y'all, I can't make this up. If y'all had to guess what this is, you probably could guess it. It's in Maryland. He backed Kamala Harris. How you do that? How do you do that? How do you preach abortion being wrong and murder and how it's against God and you're trying to play God if you do that, and then support Kamala Harris, support Westmore, support the Democrat Party?
Yeah, because you think about it, black people are very double-minded and they don't see anything wrong with it. If you think about how black people are, like I said before, black people collectively are like a woman, or like an unruly, ungodly woman. And so there's nothing you can really place a standard on them with because they don't operate that. They're very emotional. It's how they feel at the moment. It's nothing is concrete. You can only lock them down on racism.
Mm.
That's it. That's only thing that black folks collectively can be locked down on is something being racist. They'll believe that, but anything else is subjective. And so when we talk about that pastor talking about abortion, he separates abortion from the political candidate. So even though abortion is wrong, because he wants to see a black person in a position of power, he'll go for it. So imagine we're in ancient times and it's a prophet and he's fighting against child sacrifice. But then 2 people from his group come into power and start sacrificing children. And what does he do? Does he support them because they're his own people, or does he condemn them because they're going against the word of God? And so black folks have learned quickly that they'd rather suffer a consequence with God later than an immediate consequence with black people today. And so this is how black people operate. And so when this pastor is talking about most black churches, 95% are compromised, he's right, because most black people are compromised.
That's what he won't say.
And so, and we talk about this, how the problem with black people isn't racism. It isn't oppression. It isn't socioeconomic status, any of that. Black people's problem is they have no character. And if they have no character, they have no honor. And if they have no honor, they have no principles. It is a snowball effect that literally leads them to rejecting God. Because if you don't have any character, you don't have any honor, you don't have any principles, you don't have any standards, you don't have any morals, that means you don't have any truth. You don't have any truth, you don't have any God. So black people are truly a godless nation, but they portray themselves as godly.
Yeah.
So it's confusing to the average person because you see them worship, praise and worship. You see them making great music. You see them on TV crying and slanging snot. You see them getting the Holy Ghost. You see all of these things. You say, well, truly, these must be God's people because they actually can feel the Spirit. But in actuality, black people are very devoid of God. You know, we know this because they don't have any conviction. They're not convicted by things that are wrong. So that's how you know that God is absent. And I would even venture to say, so is the Holy Spirit. So this white pastor, believe it or not, actually cares about black people, because what he's saying is that black people actually need to learn the true gospel to be able to preach it or teach it correctly. Black people literally, RPG, literally are preaching a gospel that is anti-Christ. That's why I say this, that Black people are going to usher in the Antichrist.
Yeah.
They truly are.
Yeah, they got mad at what was that famous pastor that literally said, like, what are we doing here? Like y'all are preaching that abortion is right. Like he started calling out, and when I say they cooked him, and I was like, but he's telling the truth, but y'all couldn't even receive it. I mean, like even Philip Anthony Mitchell, you remember he had to walk back what he said. Blanche calls him Pam now. Because he walked back saying you need to teach your kids to honor authority. That's all he said. He had to apologize. Blanche, you remember you did a whole special on it. He had to apologize.
But guess what though? When it comes to, this is another danger of being Black. When you are Black, your allegiance is to what is Black. It's not what is godly. So Pam, Philip Anthony Michael,
Mitchell.
Philip Anthony Mitchell, the
Blanche nicknamed him Pam.
because what he did, I used to like
Very
the guy.
female. I you too.
But when he did that, he showed that the word of God has a limit in his life. Respect, the Bible literally says, honor thy father and mother so that thy days will be long on the earth. So clearly, respecting authority is a life or death situation. For you to walk that back is to go against God's word. And so I can't accept that. And so again, what this white pastor is saying is true, because most Black pastors are what? Black pastors. That's what comes first. They don't ever say, I'm a pastor that happens to be Black, Black being an afterthought. No, Black church, Black pastor. So that means that Black is above the word of God and the assembly of believers. And so most Black churches should be shut down. They should be. They should be shut down, because what they're doing is further creating a problem, because now Black folks feel like what they're doing out in the world is backed by God. Now they believe that God is behind them fighting for their rights, them fighting for equality. How are you fighting for equality, but you follow Jesus? That doesn't make any sense.
Yes. I mean, Jesus, like, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Like,
Which means defeat racism.
yeah. Or like racism can't stop you from doing anything. It says all things. And
So
Black people literally quote these. They say, I'm above and not beneath. I'm the head and I'm not the tail. All
more
of these.
than a conqueror. They say all these things, and I still go back to Black people's greatest indictment on not believing in God is that they never pray for these so-called white people. The Bible says, love your enemy. The Bible says, pray for those that persecute you. So if you all really believe in the Bible, you all would be having intercessory prayer for white people, but you don't.
No.
You know why? You don't really believe the Bible. You don't believe it, because if you as much as you all holler and kick and scream about loving God, you all would have been, instead of protesting, y'all would have literal marches. You'd have 1 million Black person march of prayer.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? If y'all really believed in the word of God, you would do things for God in these numbers. Everything y'all have done in mass numbers have been for communists, socialists, Marxists. You have never actually done anything collectively in a mass demonstration for God. Not against abortion, not against the gang violence, not against STDs, not against children not being able to read, write, or do math on grade level. Like, you all have never exercised anything in a group under the, think about it. That's your defense. Your defense would be, we're doing this for God.
Yeah.
You won't even do that. You won't even say we're doing it for God. Like, you won't even do. So that's the greatest indictment for Black people, is that they never involve God when it comes to their struggle, ever. They involve the government, they involve the liberals, they involve the communists, they involve everybody else, but they never involve God, ever.
Yeah. And like you said, Marxism kills. And there's one, you wonder why there's just nothing but death and destruction in the Black community. I mean, from the womb to the tomb, like death and destruction. They taking everybody out of here. I mean, and y'all don't care. Like you said, they don't care. They're not marching or anything. They don't care. They worried about Austin Metcalf doing racism. Whatever that means, doing racism. A 16-year-old that has no power over anything. He couldn't even get your little Negro boy out of his tent without getting stabbed.
Think about that.
He couldn't even get y'all out of his tent. White people have completely given the power over to y'all. Period.
It's sad. And then this guy speaks out, tells the truth, and he's condemned because y'all won't support him.
Oh, whew. Not even white people would support this man.
That's
They
crazy.
say he's racist. He hasn't said a racist thing to me. I haven't heard a racist thing. Baby, it's just me. He said he want to see y'all in heaven where y'all can't steal his kid's bike.
You know what I just thought about? Think about what Black people's true claim to fame is. It's not being a moral people. It's not being a righteous people. It's not being a God-fearing people. It's not even being a just people. Black people's claim to fame is being enslaved. And if we go to the scriptures, if you're enslaved, it's because you're disobedient.
Yep.
Disobedience causes slavery.
Yep.
Just like when a person's in prison, you're in prison because you're disobedient.
We're the only race of people that make it up. Like these Harriet Tubman stories, all these Black kids, with, they make it up. Literally make it up. Make up their history. Because there is truly no claim to fame, because you have to stop being Black, y'all.
You have to. LARPing for Cash said, you and other good Blacks will have to make communities where Blacks will only be accepted into schools or communities who have no felonies, who are employed, who have nationalists. You probably want to continue that with something else. But I'm going to say this. I would never create an all-Black community, because like where the Bible says, where two or more are gathered, there I am also. Where two or more Blacks are gathered, there God ain't. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't ever do anything all Black, because I know eventually it all ends up being death and destruction. It's inevitable. Because the problem is that you can't weed out. It's difficult to weed out Black, because most Black folks are already on this type of time anyway. They hate white people. It's not their fault. They're better than everybody. They're king. It's just too much to deal with. So
Even the best of the best, even the smartest of the smart.
Yeah, even the smart ones, and even the smart ones do it. Even the ones that have something going, like they all share the same mind. So I'd rather just have a community filled with people that were like-minded, believed in Christ. That's why I wouldn't focus on color too much, because I don't know, it wouldn't work.
So it says pro-nationalist views and are Christian and will attend church. Um, and you have to have a certain IQ to attend the school, and zero behavior issues, etc. LARPing for Cash, I actually really like that. The problem is that Americans, so Black and white, are so intertwined that some of the white Americans, they're y'all, the whites are getting low IQ. The whites are blaming everybody for their, They're suffering. The whites, the whites are taking a page out of the the black book. Blanche. I'm scared of American whites. They won't fight. I'm telling you, can't fight is different than won't fight, Blanche. Like,
Can't fight's understandable.
won't
Won't fight is despicable.
I can't. I can't with a lot of these whites. I really feel bad for them, but sometimes I'm like, I can't get with you. Can't fight is different than won't fight. Y'all won't fight.
And let me say about this race mixing. Race mixing isn't the issue. The issue is who is race mixing.
Yeah.
That's the issue. The problem is that most race mixing is done by liberals. That's the issue. If race mixing wouldn't be a problem if a conservative person of another race got with another conservative person. That's not what's happening. It's two libtards getting together and procreating. That's the issue with race mixing. It's more of an ideological issue than it is an actual physical issue. Because if I'm going to be honest, there aren't enough Black women that are conservative leaning to match the number of Black men that are. There are way more Black conservative leaning men than there are Black conservative leaning women. So Black conservative men or so-called conservative men don't have a choice but to go out of their race. There aren't enough Black women to satisfy the need for marriage. So I don't think race mixing is the problem more than it is liberals reproducing. Multiculturalism is only an issue because of the guise in which it's presented. It's presented as if somehow races coming together automatically solves the problem, when in actuality it exacerbates the problem, makes it much, much worse because you're bringing in a clash of cultures. It ain't the race. It's that this, like Black people, like she says, not to say solution. Think about it. Black people believe that white people are racist.
Mm-hmm.
So you're never going to be able to have a society that can function properly because you have a segment of the population that believes a false narrative. Not just believe it, they vote like it, they live like it, they campaign like it, they protest like it, so they go to church like it. So you have a millions of people that view a certain number of people a certain way that's false, but guess what? They'll put action behind it. It's impossible to really. The only way this stuff is functioning now is because most white folks got some sense and they can coexist with everybody. If you think about white people have been able to coexist with everybody, even people that want to kill them.
Yeah.
White folks are walking around like nothing's wrong, and they are literally surrounded by a bunch of folks that want to take them out.
And they can't even fathom it. They can't even imagine it. They think like y'all not like these 1776 white folks. I mean, like, I'm sorry, y'all. Like, these 1776 white folks fought. They was bad about it. I don't know. I'm praying that white people get their passion back. And I'm praying that it's not just a white folks thing. Like, even it was Pastor Manning said this country is gonna change when Black people start to become so patriotic and love this country and want to fight beside people who love this country. Marriage is values. Like, seriously, it really is not skin color, it's values. I think it was Dennis Prager that actually said marry for values. A lot of times people marry for religion, and sometimes the person who's in your religion don't have your values, which is
Right.
which is bad. I mean, you should. Religion should give you your values. But we just told y'all Black people don't believe the Bible. they don't follow it. So marry somebody Black, white, green, or blue with your values.
Yeah, and I'll say this, that marriage should be a very objective decision, meaning that you should get married for a purpose with a plan in place. So, me now, I look at who can, help me with my mission, who can, help me build this fortress. I'm not looking at it from a Am I going to be in love and all this stuff? Because I don't have a problem. I love people now. That's not my issue. My issue is not loving anybody. The issue is, can you find a woman that's going to respect you enough to submit to your purpose? And that's really what you need. And so I agree that marriage, you should marry for values. Like, and then I talk about this, a woman can't add value unless she values what the man values. Most of these guys are marrying women that don't value what they value. She values your money. She values your what you can provide. She might value your position, but she don't actually value your what you value.
Mm-hmm.
And this is most. We just saw a case. The Lindsay, was it Lindsay Clancy?
Yeah.
Her husband, she didn't value what he valued. She killed her kids. He valued his children. She didn't. He valued the life he created. She didn't. So if she doesn't value what she's valued, then she can't, at the end of the day, add value.
Yeah. Somebody said what, Janan? She said, "What did Pam say?" You gotta go.
You remember he walked back. So basically, he said that Black people's issue isn't police brutality; it's the lack of respect for authority.
Teach your sons and your daughters to
Yeah,
have respect for
for
authority.
authority, and that was the message that he was conveying. And then Black people who don't go to his church, who don't support financially, pressured him into apologizing and walking it back. And so that's not realize he was a fraud. Because at the end of the day, I'd preach in front of a congregation of one person if y'all want me, because they want you to listen. Black folks want you to lie to them.
Yeah.
So then
Yeah.
on Judgment Day, they're going to point to you and say, "Oh, he's the one that led us down this path." That's all they're going to do. They're going to point to you and blame you. I'm not giving the satisfaction. They're going to point to me and say, "We hated him." I'm say, "Good, yeah."
Me too. Me too. Because I'm telling you, like, and I mean, and the word offends the hearts of men. So if you have a church and everybody just loves you and nobody's growing and everybody's broke and everybody's crying about racism, then you're not preaching the word. You're not preaching the word.
Rechurch TV says, "I think people get uncomfortable because they don't actually believe they can fix the culture that will fix the outcomes. They feel their culture is the end all, be all."
Yeah.
And to a certain degree, that is true. I think that, in my opinion, um, what's really been a problem for white people, white men in particular, is his woman.
Oh
So
yeah.
so much of what a man would fight for was his family, his wife, and his children. But ask yourselves a question. Think about the modern white woman today. What would the white man be fighting for if she doesn't want to have children? She's a feminist. She doesn't respect men. She'll choose to bear over them. Like, what is a white man actually fighting for today if he can't have a family?
Mm.
Like, if he can't have a legacy, what is he actually fighting? It's a tough question to ask, because I ask myself the same question. Like, am I willing to fight for everything that God wants with no incentive, with no reward, with no seed, with no wife, with no like? Think about fighting for everything right, and in the end of it, you don't get nothing. That's tough. At least back in the day, at least in the movie 300, his wife said, "Come back with your shield or come back on it." So, in other words, he knows what he's fighting for. He's fighting for not just his wife, but his people. He's fighting for other men's wives and children. He's fighting for, but now, what are we fighting for? It's a tough question to ask, because I'm like, you look around and he's like, these women can't even keep their legs closed. These women want to murder their babies. Like, these women don't want to, like, they're not even thinking about legacy, nothing. I'm like, what am I fighting for?
Yeah. You're fighting for legacy. You're fighting to leave the world better than it was when you got here. And that used to mean something for people. It just doesn't anymore. you know. We gonna read the super chats when you get a second. But yeah, it just doesn't anymore.
And so I think that okay, so Lobby for Cash said whites have the most successful marriages, and
They don't actually. Not anymore. Not the whites anymore. It's actually
no,
the Indians and the Asians.
yeah, they have the most. So what I'm saying is this, right? Because white men made white women equal, it kind of sealed the fate of the world, really.
Yep.
Once white men and even conservative white guys talk like liberal white men when it comes to women.
Oh yeah. And
See,
when it comes to blacks.
okay, and blacks. But what I'm saying is, for the women, if you listen to conservative men talk and liberal men talk about women, it's not that much different. Most conservative men are afraid to even say things I say. Women are not equal to men. Women should be under a man's authority. Women shouldn't vote. Women probably shouldn't even go to school. I mean, these things sound. The average conservative guy, he's not going with what I'm saying. He's not going to agree with it because his wife, the conservative woman, is really a feminist in disguise.
Yeah. He said go take a look. I'll take a look at it, but I think I'm pretty positive about that, especially when it comes to American whites. Um the white men are cooked, man. We just showed y'all this man was working like a slave, gave his stay-at-home wife a nanny, and she unalived her 3 children, and people are backing her. We haven't even showed
Well,
the
I'll say this. Wow.
what?
For non-Hispanic white Americans, the overall first divorce rate sits at 10 to 11.5%. Wow. Let me see. Hold on, let me just try to get some more in depth. Hold on. Okay, this one says among non Hispanic white men, the highest first divorce rate was observed among the youngest age group at 29.4. Each successive age group had lower rates, which with those age 65 and older at 4.6. So white people have the lowest, no, Asians.
Yep.
Asians, no, Asians do, and then
Um
this is a weird study, man. This is not.
well, let me see. I know I always knew it was
Okay,
Indian.
no, Asians and Hispanics have, so on this graph it goes Asian, Hispanic, and then non-white as far as first divorce rates. Asians, Hispanics, and then whites.
Okay. Well, Indians are not there.
Well,
Are
Indians, they don't include Indians with the Asians. That's why it's low. So they both have low divorce rates.
they? Okay, because I was about
Yeah.
to say not American Indians, but yeah, Indians and Asians are kind of there. Yeah, I mean, so I'm not trying to um but
Yes,
where are the
white people they do have lower divorce rates though, they do.
Yeah, of course. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just saying that a lot of the behaviors that Black Americans exhibit, white folks are. I mean, white folks.
White people, I mean, I'm sorry. America has so Russia has the highest divorce rate. Belarus,
And they all white, y'all.
Gib- Gibraltar, Gibraltar,
Gibraltar?
Gibraltar,
Uh-huh.
Gibraltar,
Yeah.
and the United States. So those are the top four, and then Moldova and Lithuania. So what I find interesting is that the top countries by divorce rate are white.
Yep.
Um, they are white, and then even honestly, even throughout all of this is white. Hungary, Portugal, Hungary, Costa Rica, Sweden, Finland, San Marino, Denmark, Jordan, Bermuda, Switzerland, Ukraine, Czech Republic, Cuba, Belgium, Lithuania, Moldova, United States, Gibraltar, and Belarus and Russia. Like these are mostly white countries that have the highest divorce rates in the world.
Yeah, it was white men that gave women the right to vote.
Yeah, and that was really the problem is that white people actually believe in equality. I mean, it's a sad thing to say, but white people actually believe in freedom and equality, even to their detriment. And on one hand, it's honorable, but on the other hand, it's costly.
It's very costly. I mean, think about it. President Trump's been married 3 times. You know? They believe in marriage. I mean, that's the good thing. Black folks, they don't believe in marriage.
Well, LARPing for cash, I get what you're saying, but if you look at the red pill and manosphere spaces, it's mostly dominated by white men. Like white men dominate the red pill and manosphere spaces. All of the online content that's out there is mostly white men talking about relationships and dating. So it's become a problem. I think that the thing is that for years, men were just accepting these horrible marriages because men are usually trying to fix the problem. Men are usually quitters. And so I think we were confusing men being in happy marriages for we were confusing men being in the marriage, staying for it being a happy marriage, but that's just a part of a man's nature to stay and to make it work and to suffer through it. But if you go online, look at all the content, and I read through some of these comments, white men are going through hell when it
Yeah,
comes
they
to
are.
divorce. Like the stuff that these white men are talking about is insane. I'm just like, I listen, I didn't know it was that big of a problem. It made me kind of shift my relationship content because I'm like, men need to know what's going on because these white men are sharing these stories that we never heard before. Like you hear black men talk about this, that, and the third, but when you hear a white man talk about, I paid for this, I did this, I did all of this, and she still left, or she still cheated, or she still stole, or she still tried to kill. Like these stories are horrific.
Yeah, there was a study that was showing infidelity rates and based on like demographic, and black people obviously were the number one infidelity. So black men cheated more than any other race, and then black women cheated more than any other race. So, they win that category. But second was Hispanic men cheated more than any other race after black people. And that's Hispanic men.
Yeah,
Hispanic women weren't second in line. White women were second in line. So white women actually cheat more than white men.
it makes sense. It makes sense.
That blew me.
If anybody's ever been out partying and you're partying with some white girls, if y'all having a good time, I don't care if she's married or dating somebody, it don't matter. The longer the night goes on and they hanging around,
You said the longer the night goes on.
I'm just saying. So it may, if you've ever partied with white women, that statistic makes sense because when white women party, they party, and they want the full experience. And I'm just telling you, I'll never forget. I was at my 20-year high school reunion, I'm not going to say any names. I'm not even going to say, but there was a woman there, and she finally see me. It's been 20 years. You see everybody. It's been 20 years, but
He said white girls and alcohol.
listen,
Hey, Raven.
white girls and alcohol are a recipe for a great time.
You were about to say disaster. Oh.
But so this person, and you see folks at 20 years, you see everybody, you hugging them and how you doing. Folks follow on social media. I just remember when she saw me, she was like, "Oh, how you doing?" Like, and she gave me a hug. But just the way she looked at me, keep in mind, I ain't gonna lie. I went to junior high with this girl, and I went to high school with this girl. We didn't even talk that much in high school. I mean, we talked, every now and then, but she actually got fine as she got older. She got white girl. She got fine. I'm like, so when I saw her, I was like, hey, she looking good. She got married with kids. She looked good. But she saw me and must thought the same thing. As the night went on,
Blanch.
few margaritas, few more street tacos. Listen, hey, few more churros. I'm just saying, she was coming up to me, and she was, when I tell you, like, listen, gazing into my eyes, talking like, I'm like, I start feeling uncomfortable. But my point is, she was ready. That's my point. My point was she was ready.
Blanch. No, so LARPing for Clash. That is why we want segregation in mass. Black men that screw white women are ruining our race. They don't respect us just because they have sex with white women.
No,
I
you all ruined your race because you told white women they were your equals.
yeah.
Once you tell her that, you're telling her the playing field is level now. Everything is fair game.
Someone said, Blanche, this is why we want segregation. We don't want our molested black. He said blacks have the most STDs, are the most degenerate.
Listen, Larry for Cash. You're not going to ever get us on here defending anything black.
It's true. I mean,
You can tell us everything about black people, and we're going to agree with you.
but
We're
by sheer. Oh, go ahead. You were about to
we're
say.
also going to tell you that giving white women equality is a problem. It's a problem because you set the precedent for the rest of the world. So you got women around the world now fighting for the equality of white women.
Raven said, was she an awful, meaning affluent white female urban liberal? Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was, yes.
If I was white by sheer numbers, I would never have sex with a black person. Like just knowing what I know, I just wouldn't. And so I understand how like black, like white men are starting to say she a mud shark, like meaning like they don't want no girl that's been with a black guy. But I get it. I get it. Like I get it. I mean,
Listen, dear white men, I'm gonna tell you myself. Listen, dear white men, do not date a white woman that has been with black men. And not because you're not gonna be able to sexually satisfy her, but because her mentality is not gonna be where you need it to be. I'm just telling you right now, because the reason why she went to the black guy in the first place was already flawed. Because see, black men have the illusion of masculinity. They have the illusion of being dominant, and it's an illusion. Most black men have their mother spirit. It's just that the media portrays black men in a certain light. Like black men are always fighting for their rights and they're always fighting against the system, and it's all cap. So white women are attracted to black men from a standpoint of satisfying hypergamy, but it's a false hypergamy. She's thinking he's the most masculine alpha male, when in actuality, she quickly finds out that he's not. This is why the highest divorce rate is among white women and black men.
Facts.
Because when these white women marry these black men, they realize he's just like his mama.
Yeah.
And it's a turnoff. So dear white men, don't date a white woman that's been with a black man. Don't do it.
I mean, unless she's reformed, I would be scared. I would be scared, and yeah, she'd have to stay over there. Did you see the accident that happened where there was two pretty white girls and it was two black men that was in there, and they died, unfortunately. They died. But Nick Fuentes was like, oh, so sad.
Oh, we didn't see that coming. Oh,
He was like they were with black men. Like,
so the reason why black men that are athletes choose white women is because if a white woman is decent and has some things in order, may have a decent family, the average black woman cannot compete with that.
yeah.
The average black woman is coming from single parent household. She's already feminist. She's already masculine. She's already and she already for the streets. Talk about white women being for the streets. So are black women too. So if he has to pick between they both for the streets, he gonna pick one with the most stable family and background. It makes sense. That's what's around him. And think about this too. White women will make the initial investment. Meaning that she'll get with him when he doesn't have the money, when he doesn't have these things, and she'll actually stay by him throughout it all. So black women aren't going to do that most of the time. Black women are going to sit there like what's the famous line? You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Black women are not going to be in there shooting in the gym. I guarantee if a white girl is dating a basketball player, and let's say I'm in high school playing basketball, and a white girl likes me, and I tell her I got to get some shots up, she's going to go into the gym and rebound for me.
Yep.
She's going to come into the gym and rebound for me. So to a guy, it's hard to beat that.
Well, it's not necessarily black versus white. It's a feminine mentality.
Yeah, it
like,
is.
No, meaning people always laugh because I'm like that. It's just being feminine. Women who love you want to be around you all the time, and they want to talk to you, and they want to enjoy you. And so if you are an athlete and you're the best of the best, you're the highest opponent, or hypergamy, you're gonna want that. You're gonna gravitate toward that. It's not like he wouldn't gravitate toward a black chick that was doing that, but black chicks don't feel like they have to.
Right.
They don't feel like they have to. So if you're gonna tell me I'm gonna get me a little white girl, she's gonna have a good family, I'm gonna get cookies and a clean house, and she's going to plant. I mean, black women are starting to do that now. They're trying, but they're doing it in their 40s. They're doing it in their 40s after they have been ran through in their 20s. I mean,
they ain't the same, Ma.
let me tell you, my 40-year-old friends, I be laughing. They be like, "Oh, I got a garden." Like, girl, if you don't, what?
And RPG is 1,000% correct. It's If black women did it, they would have success with these athletes. But they just, and you mentioned something. I'm gonna mention something too. Black women oftentimes want to compete.
Yeah.
So he's a star. Now she wants to also be a star.
Yeah.
And white women would be like, I'm cool. I got the life I want. I got the house. I got the car. I got I'm good.
Yeah.
And black chicks, that ain't good enough for them. They actually want to be on the same level with him. So they want to be the power couple. That's some black stuff. That's
Yeah.
blinking stuff. The power couple. Y'all both CEOs. Disgusting.
Yeah. Y'all both pastors. You the assistant pastor. What?
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
And a lot of black women are realizing in their like 40s and they try to get into their soft girl era and they've wasted their best years, you know? And it's sad because we don't have no teachers. We don't have no I mean, black women, older black women are just as ignorant. I mean, if not
They're
worse.
just as ignorant, if not worse. And instead of calling it the soft girl era, call it the softball era because y'all are stepping out.
Exactly. I just so happen to have a mom who was very, feminine. I mean, she's very strong, don't get me wrong. She's very strong, probably stronger than she probably should be, but she's very feminine. Still to this day, and that's how I learned, but a lot of women don't know. And it's not because black men are not attracted to black women. I think on any given day, black men would choose a
Yes.
black woman, but
Good.
I mean, when you're the best of the best, you're not dealing with that. You're not. And I don't blame them.
I
That's why
mean,
Blanche is single, but we gonna hook him up with Carmen. Don't worry. Carmen.
that's funny. Hey, don't listen to her, Carmen. Don't listen to her. She's just joking, Carmen.
Well, hold on.
Um,
There was another single. Oh, Blanche. There was another single one that I thought was so beautiful. I think she's single. I hope she's single. I don't want to put her out there like that. But this one right here, Blanche. I'm a
Oklahoma.
Is she Oklahoma? No, I sent you one of her things, hoping that you was gonna say something about her. But look, this. Hold on, I'm about to exclamation point it on your text.
Let me see.
I think she's single, Blanche. And she's so pretty.
Oh yeah.
And she thick too. She thicker than a snicker.
Yeah. Very good looking.
She's so pretty in person too. Hold on, let me show you a picture of
You
her.
saw the person?
Yeah,
It's
that's how
thick.
I met her. Oh yeah,
Let me look at this page real quick. Let me look.
She thicker than a snicker. Hold on, let me show you her in person. And she's nice. Very, very nice. Y'all, I can't let y'all in on this because I don't know if she want to be known.
No, don't do it, but I'm trying to see her body. I'm kind of.
Hold on, I'll show you. I got a picture with her floor length. You know, my little short, pudgy self standing next to her. I'll send it to you. I was short and pudgy standing next to her, and she kind of, I think she like around maybe like, I mean, she a good 5'9".
It's a good height.
I know it's a good height for you because Blanche is tall. Hold on, I send it to you. But she cute, and she got a great personality. But yeah, I say that to say, like you, I mean, you would pick a black girl. I mean, if you get the right one. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm smiling having Maxer. She look good. I ain't gonna listen.
She is, and I'm a girl's girl. I ain't no hater. Let me tell you, when you pretty, got good body, I'm look. I'm gonna hook you up with whoever. I'm not a hater. Hold on. Let me send it to you, Blanche. You gotta see it. You gotta see it on screen because you're gonna be like, dang.
You
Y'all,
seen it?
hold on. I'm trying to dang.
We almost done, y'all. I just want to see how thick
Yeah.
this girl is. That's all.
Blanche.
I just want to see how
Blanche.
thick this girl is.
Blanche, you gonna be like, yeah. Hold on. Ooh, I know where I can find it. I actually posted it on my page.
Yeah, because you know who has shocked me with their body
Who?
was Carmen.
Oh yeah, she's got a great body.
Yeah, I saw her.
She's
She was doing a little Utah, doing the Tyler Robinson, covering the Tyler Robinson case.
Yeah, no. But this one, she's got body. Carmen's fit. Carmen got the, Carmen got the athletic build. Carmen is real cute, but this one, she don't quite have the athletic build, but she built like a stallion. No homo. No homo. Hold on, I'm about to send it to you, Blanche.
Listen, y'all, there's beautiful women of all races.
She built like a stallion.
Of all races.
Hold on, I just sent it to you. I did not like standing next to her.
Is it Black Dress Hall?
Yeah.
I can't say the name because that's gonna give it away. I can't say what's in the picture.
Yeah, I mean, you can say who else is in the picture. It don't matter. Look, if they gonna go through that to see who it is, then they deserve to know.
Yeah, right. So look, I'm gonna say this.
What you think? No.
Yeah, I'll let you know. But
Oh, Blanche. Okay, well then never mind. Look, maybe it's me.
but listen. There are beautiful women of all races, you all. So there's nobody has a cap on beauty. All races have beautiful women. It's not yeah. And if a man finds a good-looking woman that's beautiful of another race, more than likely he ain't gonna pass up the chance. He ain't gonna pass it up.
Do you think they will always be attracted to their own race?
Yeah, I do. But I also think that so like say like if I went outside my race, my number one choice would probably be Asian. Right?
Okay.
If I'm thinking
Raven said, "Dang," he said no. Blanche don't like maybe you don't like burger away. Burger.
no. She listen. She is very attractive.
Okay.
She is, yeah, there's nothing wrong with her.
Just think, Raven, I'm with you. He said, "I know." I'm glad I ain't say her name because you are just
so listen, so Asian, maybe Latin. I don't know. Honestly, I ain't really picky. I like.
Oh, says the person who's single. I'm not really picky.
I ain't really picky.
Okay.
But I don't know. Yeah, so that's all.
Standing next to you probably are not. You think?
You say what?
Maybe because it's who she's standing next to. You think that's
No.
okay.
No.
Okay.
Somebody said half Asians. Listen, I'll take it. I'll take half Asian. Listen, see, let me tell y'all something. This is what I realized. I've dated mostly, obviously, majority of black women my whole life, majority of black women. But the times I've gone outside of my race, women are the same.
Yeah.
Culturally may be different, but when it comes down to just y'all two, women are the exact. They all wanted the same things from me, all of them.
Yeah, we are. I think that's the part people don't want. Like culturally is what men should really marry for. No lie. Like marry for values and culture. But we all don't marry nobody crazy on SSRIs. Let me just tell you that. The minute that she say, I'm telling you, the minute that my wife say, "Hey, I think I'm feeling a little bit of depression. I'm going to go down and speak to this doctor." That's the big thing is y'all got to be willing to leave. Like why are men like you got to bounce and don't care what nobody say about it. Fight with your mama. I'm serious. Y'all gotta have enough balls. And I hate telling men what to do because I love y'all, but just leave, bounce. crazy? I'm be sitting here and you popping pills, you depressed? How does that make a man feel that your wife is so depressed that with you? I mean, like, how would you feel, Blanche? You have a depressed wife.
It'd be an insult.
It should be. It should be to men.
But most men are driven to try to get her to be happy or satisfied with him, and it's just a fool's errand. If my wife comes to me and tell me she want to get on drugs, she tell me it's over.
Yeah. Somebody said, Crystal, you have a good body. You need to grow your baby hair. No. I need to lose 50 pounds, y'all. 50. 50.
Y'all
I'm
heard that? 50.
I am pudgy. Look, don't lie to me. Look, I'm not black. Black people want them to lie too. I'm not black. I need to lose 50 pounds. And I'm
Yeah. No, it wasn't Carmen. I was talking about Carmen myself. When I saw Carmen on the video, I was like, oh, I never seen Carmen's full body. I just saw Carmen sitting down all the time. I never saw her body. When I saw her body, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you remember that's the chat, y'all. Y'all were saying they gonna have some fit babies. They gonna have some their babies gonna be fit.
Yeah. So get on that Rita girl.
Who is Rita?
Easy weight loss. Rita. What is Rita?
Oh no, I don't want to get on any like drugs. I refuse to do the drugs.
What type of bad behavior? I gotta go to bed, y'all. What type of bad behavior did you experience from your last chick, Blanche? Last woman I dealt with, I would say wanted attention, attention seeking, overall bad behavior, just as far as just being younger, sneaky, wanted to a little too caught up in something on social media. I felt like she was trying to get saved more than wanting to be a wife, if that makes sense. She wanted to be rescued from her own demons versus wanting to actually be a wife to a husband. A lot of issues she had. Like I mentioned, she had taken some prescription medications before. Just a lot. It's a lot of stuff. Just the younger generations, what they all go through. These women.
Yeah. She said GLP-1s. Oh no, Heaven Max her. I just can't. And then he said he thought she was hot too, but I'm sorry the way she acts. I love Carmen, but Carmen is black. I love Carmen. Shout out to Carmen because she was actually really but
No. He's saying I'm not trying to be lustful, but if you was a black guy who had good morals, I would run to date her.
Yeah, no, that's what he said. He said I think he meant wouldn't. But look, he said he is Blanchard. She is hot. I'm sorry, but the way she acts, you didn't see that.
The way she acts is in good or bad?
No, she's fine. She's just black. That's
Oh
all.
no, he says she don't act black. That's what he's saying. The way she acts is in she don't act black.
Oh, who, Carmen?
Yeah.
Oh no, Carmen's definitely she black. And I love that. I love black people. Black people are my favorite people. She needs to unblack just a little. Piquito. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think her unblacking will be that difficult though, because she's pretty much is a
You gonna unblack her, Blanche?
no man. Look,
You gonna unblack her?
that sounds so sexual.
I'm
Let,
just
let me
saying.
let me unblack you.
Let me unblack you, baby.
It's not like some white dude would say to a black woman, right? Let me unblack you.
Okay, so he said, I mean, the way she acts helps make her hot. Okay. Look, I'm
Well, yeah, Carmen's views, it does. It's yeah, she's a lot more refreshing than the average black. Yes, and not even close.
she believes in strong male leadership.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
I think with Carmen, just a few minor tweaks, and
Minor tweaks.
yeah,
Minor tweaks.
I think Carmen could be a truly a stone cold stunner, and be a good wife.
All right, you guys.
Few tweaks,
Just a few tweaks. I love y'all. Thanks you for hanging out with us. We love y'all so much. It's late to dang
I
1:40.
gotta go to bed, y'all. Listen, we love y'all. We gotta go to bed
We gotta go, but thank you for stepping out of the dark
and into the light.